What is going on, baseball fans? We got a huge night tonight. Marcus Semien, Max Scherzer, Kevin Gausman, Luis Castillo, Trevor Story, Avisail Garcia, Corey Kluber, Marcus Stroman. My, oh my. Let's get to it. And what is going on, baseball fans? Hello, 133 people to start things off. Do you smell that? It smells like the hot stove is cooking. We have a lot to talk about tonight. Way too much to talk about. We're going to be here for quite a while. So grab your Dr. Pepper, grab your popcorn, strap on in because we have too much to talk about tonight. Oh my, when do we ever have this much happen on a Sunday night? I mean, I remember last offseason, I feel like nothing ever really happened on the weekends. I remember everything happened like during the week. If my potato brain can go back that far and remember correctly, I feel like the weekends were always pretty kind of a down time for the offseason. I don't remember a Sunday this busy in a while. I mean, thank God, because I was kind of bored tonight. I had a lot. We had like nothing to do, but now I got a lot to talk about. So 150 people to start things off. I'm excited. You're excited. We got a lot to talk about. But if there is anyone new in the stream right now, think about hitting that subscribe button. That way you can catch all the latest MLB news and check out all the content that I've been making lately. So everyone hit the like button for me. That's going to help get this stream out there for more baseball fans. Hit the bell notification so you get notified of all my live streams and content that I will be posting. I have quite a few things that I'm going to be posting this week along with live shows Monday through Thursday. And also, share the stream, share any of the content on the channel. Also, we have memberships on the channel. If you go to my home screen of the channel, you will find a join button for just 99 cents a month. You can have badges and emojis next to your name in the chat. And you also get access to a private Discord where you can talk baseball throughout the day. Also, everyone, we are partners with Dr. Squatch. If you go find the link in the description below, you'll get 10% off your first order of $20 or more with Dr. Squatch. If you want to step up your soap game, go check out the link. But everyone, we got no more time to waste. Let's just get to it here. Let's get to the big one of the top free agents, a huge deal. Marcus Semien off the board, going to the Texas Rangers. 7 years, $175 million. Are you kidding me? $25 million per year. A huge move for the Texas Rangers. Absolutely huge. This is exactly what the Texas Rangers are looking to do. Let's go ahead. Let's get to the story. Here we go. The music is ready. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, here it is. Rangers to sign Marcus Stroman. Here was the tweet from Robert Murray, free agent infielder. Marcus Semien is close to a deal with the Texas Rangers. That was the first one. That was Robert Murray of Fansided, and then there was John Heyman as well. He is saying here, believed to be 7 years. So as of right now, it is looking all but official at this point. Marcus Semien, this is huge for the Texas Rangers. If we go take a look at the stats from Marcus Semien last year, I mean, he was a finalist for MVP for good reason. If we take a look at the numbers, hit 265 last year, 45 homers, 102 RBIs, even stole a few bases there as well. 334 on base, 873 OPS. Look at that slugging of 538. Are you kidding me? I mean, Marcus Semien, this guy, I mean, he is going to do wonders for this lineup. As of right now, funny enough, As of right now, Fangraphs has him plugged in at second base, so it still looks like Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is still the shortstop for Texas as of right now, at least according to Fangraphs. That's what they're thinking over here. Now, the question is, are the Texas Rangers done? Could they be going after someone else? Could Trevor Story be also in their sights? Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the tweet from Jeff Passan. The Rangers aren't done. Even though they got Marcus Semien, they're still in the Trevor Story sweepstakes. They went into this winter with money to spend. They got a whole lot better with Semien, and now they're targeting more offense as well as starting pitching. Can you imagine this up the middle? The up the middle for the Texas Rangers, this would be insane. If you had Marcus Semien for second base, granted, he has said he, would like to play shortstop, but at this point, I don't think it really matters where you play. I think as long as you're going to an organization where you feel like they are going to be contenders and you feel like they're going to be winners, I think if you're Marcus Semien and they also sign someone like Trevor Story or Corey Seager or even Carlos Correa, I think Marcus Semien, he's going to play wherever the team needs him. I think if you go get Trevor Story, that up the middle would be absolutely insane. That would make your offense. The Texas Rangers, they need offense. If we take a look at how the Rangers fared last year in terms of offense, they were not very good. If we take a look, Texas ranked 27th overall. Just want to make sure the music is doing well. I think the music's doing all right. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. But they need some offense. This is absolutely huge if they can go get a Trevor Story. Marcus Semien is going to do wonders for this lineup. And I think even if you sign a Trevor Story, sorry, everyone, I'm having some technical difficulties with my iPad here. But Trevor Story, if you have him for shortstop, I mean, what do you do with an Isaiah Kiner-Falefa at that point? Do you move him over maybe to third? Could that be a solution there? I mean, if you take a look at his stats from last year, only had a 357 slugging, only a 312 on base. I mean, sure, the fielding is good. He's still only 26 years old. But maybe if you're the Rangers, maybe you could find a way to maybe involve him in some kind of a deal. Maybe try and get some pitching. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, I mean, he would be valuable to some teams out there. I feel like you could get something for him, or, if you wanted to just slide him over to third at that point. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, you also got, someone like Nick Solak there, but I mean, again, this is just, these guys got a lot of at-bats last year. They got a lot of time to really show what they could do, but they just didn't really step up all that much. I mean, there's just not a lot to be desired here. I feel like if you're the Rangers, you got to look at the writing on the wall here. These guys, I mean, sure, maybe they got some time to really work on some things, but if you're the Rangers and you got a market like this out there with a Marcus Semien, with Trevor Story, with Corey Seager, go out there and just go get these guys. If you're the Rangers and you got money to spend, go do it. I predicted the Rangers, and what do I know? All my predictions are just flat out wrong at this point. I'm not good at predictions at all. I might have to retire from the prediction game earlier than I would have liked because I'm just not getting any of these right. I will say, Marcus Semien, I thought maybe could have been a good fit for the Rangers, but I decided I thought Marcus Semien would go elsewhere. I thought maybe with the Mariners he would have been a good fit. I guess at least I got the division right. I had him going to the AL West, so at least I got that right, I guess. But overall, if you're the Rangers, this is a fantastic move. You are obviously looking towards the future. Whatever they presented to Marcus Semien, it worked. And I feel like they're not done. They're going to get another guy. I feel like some people, and I'm going to also say this too. This, I feel like, is more of an underrated part of this, but the state of Texas, you're not having to pay taxes over there. Texas, it's not a bad state to live in right now. And I feel like some players are kind of thinking about that right now, where, out in California, you're paying a lot of taxes. I feel like the state of Texas, the fact that, the tax is not really a big factor there, I feel like, a lot of these players are a bit intrigued by that. And, the Rangers are trying to win. They're trying to put together a winner, and they have a pretty good farm system. So we'll have to wait and see what they end up doing. We'll have to wait and see. What am I seeing here? Robbie, check Twitter. What are you saying? Passon. Jeff Passon. What is Jeff Passon saying? Jeff Passon. What is What is Jeff Passon saying? Oh my. What just happened? Do we got a Passon bomb? Oh! Kevin Gausman and the Toronto Blue Jays are in agreement on a 5-year, $110 million contract. Are you kidding me? I'm going to tell you this right now before any of you get excited. Jeff Passon did not break this. Jeff Passon did not break this. This was actually said earlier, and I'm going to give credit where it is due. I hope you're all paying attention because I have the person that actually broke this. I have the person right here. Where is it? iTalk Studios. Isaac from iTalk Studios. He has a YouTube channel. Go follow him. He tweeted this at 11:09 a.m. I'm giving credit where it's due. He said this. Jeff Passon, I respect that you just did that, but give credit to iTalk Studios right now. He was the one that said this earlier in the day. Give him some credit. I need everyone to realize that. Please, get this guy out there. Get him out there. He's a great guy. Please. Just saying. But Jeff Passon, I will at least say this with Jeff Passon is he usually when he tweets something, it's pretty official at that point. So, but again, I want to give credit where it's due. Isaac from iTalk Studios, he has a YouTube channel. Please go follow his channel. He was the one that said this at 11:09 a.m. I'm actually going to retweet this right now. Hold on. Jeff Passon. Show some credit, please. There we go. There we go. But overall, that is a huge move for the Toronto Blue Jays. Absolutely huge. Wow. That is massive. That is massive. I'm going to have to, hold on, everyone. I got to fix the title really quick. Just give me 1 second here. I got to fix the title here so we can try and get some more people in here. Hold on 1 second, everyone. I apologize. This is breaking news. Breaking news. Kevin Gausman and the Toronto Blue Jays are in agreement on a 5-year, $110 million deal. Hold on. Let me fix this really quick. Here we go. Kevin Gausman. No, come on, caps lock. Kevin Gausman signs with Blue Jays. Here we go. There we go. Title is updated, everyone. Title is updated. Alrighty, there we go. Gausman signs with Blue Jays. Let me see really quick. Let me actually get this in here. We have breaking news, everyone. Breaking news. Kevin Gausman, one of the top starting pitchers in the market, has signed with the Toronto Blue Jays. Signs with... I usually never have to update this right here during the stream, but bear with me, everyone. There we go. Title is updated. Description is updated. We are good to go. Let's try and get some more people in here. We're up to 354 people. Everyone, welcome. This just broke as of like 8 minutes ago. Kevin Gausman, Toronto Blue Jays. Let's take a look at what this rotation is going to look like. We were raving about the Toronto Blue Jay, or the Texas Rangers just a second ago, that offense is looking a lot better with Marcus Semien. They could maybe be getting someone like a Trevor Story or a Corey Seager, maybe even a Carlos Correa. Could you see Carlos Correa go to the Texas Rangers? I mean, it's got to look a little more enticing now if you're Carlos Correa, right? You got Marcus Semien. I think that's actually huge. Not just that you're adding a Marcus Semien, but I think that's going to make it even more enticing for some of these other players, especially if the Rangers are willing to dish out money. Because now you're like, all right, hey, you guys got a pretty good second baseman right there. I might have to think about this. So, but let's take a look here. Ooh, Fangraphs, they are usually really quick about this. Fangraphs is usually insanely quick about updating this. But, I guess it's not fully official yet. But this is going to be huge for this rotation. Jose Barrios, Hyun-Jin Ryu, Alek Manoah already. And now you got Kevin Gausman. I mean, that is just awesome. I mean, and if you get Robbie Ray back, that is an insane 1 through 5. That's insane. Get Robbie Ray. I hate saying that as a Red Sox fan, but if you're the Blue Jays, go get Robbie Ray. Bring him back, because, oh my God, what a rotation that is. Robbie Ray, Jose Barrios, Kevin Gausman, Hyun-Jin Ryu, Alek Manoah. Oh my. Get that done if you're the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, just the thought of that. Let me know in the chat, what would you think about that right now? Do you think the Blue Jays, should they bring back Robbie Ray? Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Give me a thumbs down. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Kevin Gausman. I think this is a huge upgrade. Let's go here, pull up here. Talking is hard right now. I'm just all over the place because there's just so much going on. Kevin Gausman, here we go. Here we go. So let's take a look at his splits. How has he done in his career? Don't forget, he is returning to the American League East. He was with the Baltimore Orioles for a while there. Let's see how he's done in his career in Toronto. Let's take a look. Here we go. Toronto. Again, it's the last few years have really definitely been better for Kevin Gausman. He's really figured stuff out over the last few years. But in Toronto, not bad numbers overall. 9 starts overall, a 3.83 ERA. So, and the fact that he's better since, the time that he was pitching there more often, I mean, I think this is a huge get for the Toronto Blue Jays. This is just nasty. I mean, hey, you lost Marcus Semien. That's okay, because I still think this offense is extremely good, even without Marcus Semien. I know that's kind of that's a big bat to lose, but you still got a lot of big bats in this lineup. I mean, of course, you would love to have him back, but I think they needed to address their starting pitching more, and I still think they need to address that bullpen. If you're the Toronto Blue Jays, an awesome addition here with Kevin Gausman, but your weakness last year, the starting pitching was actually very good in the second half down the stretch, but the bullpen was a big weak link for the Toronto Blue Jays. Even in the second half, first half, second half, they were kind of the same where they ranked overall. Get a bullpen guy, go get Robbie Ray, and you have, dare I say it, a World Series contender. I think that would be, if you can go get a couple of bullpen guys, I think you have something here in Toronto. I think you have a team that can really legitimately win a World Series. I'm going to go on the record and say that right now. I think a lot of you would agree with me out there, but this is absolutely massive. Wow. Unbelievable. Everyone, if you can, hit that thumbs up for me. We got 370 people in the chat, 86 likes. I want 200 likes tonight. 200 likes. I think we can get to it. So let's get to it. And yep, MLB.com is breaking it now. Unfortunately, I'm just going to point this out. iTalk Studios, he was the one that tweeted this at 11:09 a.m. this morning. Kevin Gausman likely headed to the Blue Jays. Please, everyone, go give iTalk Studios on YouTube a follow. He's actually broken a few things. I'm actually going to point out a few of his tweets that he's made in the past. Unfortunately, he doesn't have as big of a following as someone like a Jeff Passan or even like a John Morosi or a John Heyman, but He has hit a lot on these. So please, everyone, please go give him a follow. He deserves it. And go follow him on Twitter as well. But again, breaking news, Kevin Gausman to the Toronto Blue Jays. If you're just coming in, big signing for the Blue Jays. I think that's exactly what they needed to do. I think they need pitching. And the fact that they have almost a full staff right now, and you still have a possibility of bringing back Robbie Ray, I think that's insane. Go do it if you're the Blue Jays. I think that's nuts. Getting back to the Rangers, though, huge signing with Marcus Semien. Could we see Marcus Semien possibly, not be the only thing that the Rangers are going to be bringing in? Could we maybe see a Trevor Story go there? I think that's absolutely possible. Again, Jeff Passan saying earlier tonight, the Rangers are not done, still in the Trevor Story sweepstakes. So we will have to keep an eye on that. We're having a lot of stuff going on right now. So let's get to our next story. We'll keep an eye out for this. I'll try to keep an eye out for the chat. Every one of you can. Let me know if anything happens in the chat. Let me know if there's a passing bomb or whatever it may be. But let's get to our next story here, because funny enough, we already had a lot to talk about tonight, and then the whole Kevin Gausman to the Blue Jays thing happened. So let's get to our next story, shall we? So next up, the juicy stories don't stop there. We're not even close to being done here, folks. Max Scherzer. Funny enough, this was actually just to show you what I was talking about. Alexa off. Sorry, I set a reminder. But Max Scherzer in the next slide, I actually had Gausman, Scherzer expected to sign soon. But as we just saw, Kevin Gausman has signed with the Toronto Blue Jays. But now that leaves Max Scherzer. And you will not believe the possible offer that might be out there right now. Let's take a look at this. Max Scherzer, supposedly from the New York Mets, is getting an insane offer. I think I accidentally clicked out of the tweet. But here we go. Andy Martino tweeted out earlier, like an hour ago, 1 hour ago. He said the Mets have offered Scherzer more than $40 million per year. Are you kidding me? $40 million per year. That is bonkers. That is wackadoodle. Are you kidding me? So reports were that Scherzer wanted to end his career on the West Coast. But you got, if reports are correct here, if this is accurate, you got $40 million staring you in the face. Hey, I know you like the West Coast. I know you like the beaches. I know you like the nice relaxing atmosphere of sunny California. But hey, here in Queens, we got the money. We got $40 million here for you for 1 year. Hey, come on, Max Scherzer, come to Queens. And they need a guy. They need a guy. I know, Jacob deGrom, hey, fantastic, amazing. But we all know the health with Jacob deGrom. You don't know what you're going to get with him. So if you can go get yourself Max Scherzer for the top of this rotation, that is insane. Imagine if Jacob deGrom is healthy. Imagine if Jacob deGrom is healthy. Could you imagine Max Scherzer, Jacob deGrom as your 1-2, Taijuan Walker, Carlos Carrasco as your 3-4? That is not too shabby if you ask me. Holy cow, I still can, this still blows my mind. If we actually take a look here, if we take a look at the biggest contracts right now, the biggest active player contracts, the highest AAV as of right now is going to Garrett Cole. Trevor Bauer, he just signed last year for a pretty huge amount, and that blew people's minds. I know it's not going to be as long of a deal as a Garrett Cole's, but the fact that he's getting that much would be getting that much in 1 year. I mean, could you imagine if you're Max Scherzer right now? Could you imagine if you're sitting there at home, probably thinking, Probably going to go re-sign with the Dodgers. They're offering me a pretty nice deal, 2 years, $60 million. And then all of a sudden, Steve Cohen himself pops up on your phone and says, hey, hello, my friend. Hello. Hey, we're going to give you, 3 years, $120 million. What do you say? Could you imagine what would you be thinking? Imagine that. Imagine if you're sitting there, let's say even just 2 years, $80 million, and you're getting $20 more million to go to Queens. What would you do? Would you do it? I mean, I don't know. I know I think I might have to change my plans at that point, because that's an extra $20 million over a couple of years. That's insane. I think if you're the Mets, I think this is actually fine, because for the Mets, you were going to use this money on Trevor Bauer last year. Remember the whole, Bob Nightingale saying that Trevor Bauer was going to the Mets, and that ended up not happening. The Mets were right there in the end. They had him, and then he ended up changing his mind. That money you were going to use on Trevor Bauer, now you're going to use that money on Max Scherzer. And I don't see, sure, this guy here is saying seems very desperate, $40 million for a 37-year-old pitcher. Yeah, honestly, yeah. If you're the Mets, hey, you want to go out and get some guys. You want to go get some guys. You want to go get a pitcher. You need it. Your starting pitching is in shambles right now because you don't know what's going on with Jacob deGrom. Taijuan Walker was terrible in the second half last year. Carlos Carrasco, he just had bone spurs removed from his elbow. Tyler McGill was kind of whatever last year. David Peterson, I think he needs a change of scenery. Yeah, I'm desperate. Absolutely, I'm desperate. And if I got the money, I'm going to throw it at you. I think it's a smart play. I don't care. Whatever. Hey, all you Mets fans out there, you're saying, oh, Steve Cohen, richest owner in baseball. Well, there you go. I don't see anything wrong with it. Because if you're the New York Mets, you have a good team, and you just made some great signings. You got Starling Marte, you got Mark Canha, you got Eduardo Escobar. You got a pretty good lineup right now. You just need to address that pitching. Bullpen's pretty good. I think maybe you could use one more arm. I think, we could always use an extra arm in the bullpens. But you need starting pitching. You're not going to get anywhere with this starting pitching. Sure, the lineup, it's got some good pieces, but, you're going to have to, if you're going to have to outslug everyone every single game, I don't think that's not a good recipe right there. I think you need some starting pitching. You don't have a Rays kind of a bullpen where you can get through a season, with kind of whatever these, 5 inning, 6 inning guys and then openers. The Rays have that down to a T. I don't think the Mets are really set up in that way. So I think right now, the Mets, yeah, go get Max Scherzer. Absolutely. Does he end up agreeing to it? Does he end up agreeing to whatever kind of a deal? If it's $40 million per year, does he agree to a 2-year, $80 million deal? Are you kidding me? I remember back in 2004, 2005, when if someone was getting $80 million, you were like, whoa, $80 million, that's not bad. And now someone's going to be getting it for 2 years. If this ends up happening, that is absolutely insane. Heyman, what is Heyman saying? I see you guys in there. I see you guys in the chat. John Heyman, what are you saying? 5 minutes ago, John Heyman. Mets have made a big push to try to land Max Scherzer. They came in as a big underdog and at least appear to be in the ballgame. Official T has just subscribed. Welcome to the channel. Dodgers, Giants, Angels also have been in. Scherzer mulling decision either tonight or tomorrow. Are we on Max Scherzer watch right now? I think we're on Max Scherzer watch. Oh, man. We're going to have to wait and see what ends up happening here. But hey, they're making a big push because they offered just $40 million per year, according to Andy Martino. So, hey, big news. If anyone sees anything, because I'm paying attention to the show tonight, I'm going to try and pay attention to the chat as best as I can. But if anything happens, let me know. I will do my best. Tyler Bloodgood has just subscribed. Welcome to the channel. Everyone, if anyone's new, think about subscribing. We're trying to get to 20K by opening day. So if you're looking for more baseball news and content, this is the place you want to be. I'm going live Monday through Thursday. And like I said, if anything happens, I'll go live on the weekends as well. And here we are. So Monday through Thursday, we're live every single night around 8, 9 o'clock at night. And I'm posting content, once or twice, maybe even 3 times a week. So everyone, hit that subscribe button if you are new. Let's get to our next story, everyone. So we've talked about Marcus Semien. We've talked about the Rangers, how they want to keep adding possibly Trevor Story, maybe Corey Seager, maybe even a Carlos Correa. Max Scherzer, the Mets have made a huge offer, supposedly, for $40 million per year. We don't know the exact terms, but Kevin Gausman also just signed with the Toronto Blue Jays. iTalk Studios on YouTube broke that. I know all of you love Jeff Passan out there, but iTalk Studios said it first at 11 o'clock this morning. I'm giving credit where it's due. So, Rosenthal, what is Rosenthal saying? Oh my goodness, what is going on tonight? I'm telling you, everyone, I said this earlier on in the week, where because the CBA deadline's coming up, I think you're going to see some action, and this is just the start of it. We're going to see some action this week. Let's see what Ken Rosenthal is saying. Ooh, here we go. All right, let's get to this really quick before I get to my next story. Ken Rosenthal says Rangers are strongly in the mix for free agent right-hander Jon Gray. I think that's great. I think you need starting pitching. The Rangers, let's be honest here, the Rangers need a little bit of everything. I think they have a couple of good arms in that bullpen. They have a couple of good starters. I like Dane Dunning, but I think you need some guys. I think Jon Gray would be a really nice addition. Not a top of the rotation kind of a guy, third starter. A Woods 13 has just subscribed. Thank you so much, my friend. But I think Jon Gray would be a very nice addition. Look at the Texas Rangers. Oh, my goodness. They are making some moves. The Texas Rangers, Toronto Blue Jays. You guys are killing it tonight. But let's keep an eye out for this. If anyone sees anything, please let me know in the chat. I'll try to keep my eyes on this chat. Alrighty, let's get to our next story. We do have a couple of signings to talk about. The first one, the Miami Marlins, they really needed to address that offense this offseason. And what's funny? In my free agent predictions, I almost went with this. I cannot get one prediction right in my free agent predictions. Whatever, I'm going to keep doing them every single year and every single video. I'm going to get them all wrong. But anyway, Avisail Garcia, I thought maybe would have been a good fit for the Miami Marlins, and he just went there. Getting a nice deal, 4 years, $53 million. Hey, this is a guy that hit 29 home runs last year, Avisail Garcia. So let's actually really quick here. Let's click out of some of these tabs. I got all the tabs open right now. Here we go. Here's the story. Here we go. So, also, I just wanted to point this out. John Morosi said the San Francisco Giants had a good chance to retain Kevin Gausman just earlier today. I'm wondering, did the Giants not want to go a little extra on the money? I'm sure Kevin Gausman would have wanted to go back. I wonder what the Giants' last offer was. There have been times where the Giants, they just didn't want to make that extra push to sign a guy. So, unfortunately for the San Francisco Giants, they're going to have to look elsewhere. But here we go. Marlins signing Avisail Garcia. I think this is a really nice addition for this lineup. They need offense anywhere they can. I think this is very nice for them. They needed, I think, a bit of a boost in right field. They got some younger guys that I thought they're pretty nice pieces, and they're only going to keep getting better. But taking a look here, in the outfield, Jesus Sanchez, and then center field, Bryan De La Cruz. Bryan De La Cruz was actually, Thomas Griffin has just subscribed. Welcome to the channel, my friend. We are almost at 500 people in the chat right now. Everyone, we're at 145 likes. Hit that like button for me, everyone. Let's get to 200 likes tonight. We're 55 likes away. 296 average, 356 on base last year for Bryan De La Cruz. Only in 219 plate appearances. He's going to be good. He's only 25 years old. And then out in left field, you have Jesus Sanchez. Had 14 home runs last year. But adding an Avisail Garcia for right field, I think that's a really nice addition. Hit 262, 330 on base, 29 home runs. Samantha Redenius has just subscribed. Welcome to the channel. Talking is hard. Welcome to the channel. Samantha, hello. Avisail Garcia, 29 home runs. Hey, nice addition here. I think it's good. With an Avisail Garcia, hey, with the Brewers last year, funny enough, that Brewers offense was just not that great last year, but Avisail Garcia was actually one of the better players. But what I like about him is he's going to give you some offense. Yes, he'll give you some pop, but he's also going to give you a decent glove out there as well. I think it's a great signing for the Miami Marlins. Really solid. Mike Palumbo has just subscribed. What's going on, my friend? Hey, we broke 500 people in the chat. What is going on, everyone? How are we doing? Hit that like button from everyone. Are we at 200 likes? We're at 169 likes. Come on, everyone. What do all the YouTubers like to say? Smash the like button. Is that how you say it? Smash that like button. Like the smash button. Did I say that right? Here we go. Avisail Garcia, a nice addition for the Miami Marlins. I really like that a lot. I think if you're the Marlins, if you can, sure, you're working on developing these guys. If you could find a way, Concept 34, welcome, my friend. If you could find a way to add another bat somewhere, I really think you have a decent offense here, because these younger guys are only going to get better. Jazz Chisholm, hey, he had a pretty decent year for his rookie year last year. Miguel Rojas, he's always going to be, for the most part, solid. Just signed an extension with them. But yeah, I like this move. I like it a lot. Let me know what you think. Oh, what's going on here? Devo has been a member for 2 months. What is going on, Devo? Hello. Thank you so much, my friend. Hello. Edmund19, I see you're leaving a super chat for me. That should pop up here in a... Oh, what is going on here? Oh, no. Why are those super chats popping up behind me? No, those shouldn't be popping up behind me. Why are they popping up behind me? Hold on one second, everyone. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. I don't know why that's... Why is that popping up behind me? I hate that it's popping up behind me. I can't figure out why. Webcam. Oh, I see why. There we go. Can I move this up here? Oh, it won't let me take it out. Hold on one second. I'm having technical difficulties, everyone. Oh, I can't take it out. I don't know why it's doing that. So the alert box on Streamlabs, where the alerts pop up, it won't let me move it. Probably because I'm live, it probably won't let me move things. Like, I don't know if I have it set that way where I can't adjust anything. But sorry about that, everyone. I don't know why it's popping up. But let me read these super chats really quick. Edmund19, St. Louis needs to go get... Oh, we got another super chat popping up. We got another super chat. Edmund19, St. Louis needs to go get Seager or Stroman now. I think St. Louis, hey, if you can go get a guy... I think that would be great. Beat and Cozy, what's going on? What's the update with Scherzer and Stroman? Well, with Scherzer right now, it's looking like he is going to be getting an offer here, or he has already gotten an offer from the New York Mets for $40 million per year. Will he go to Queens, or will he stay out west, either with the Dodgers, maybe the Giants, maybe the Angels, maybe the Padres? Who knows? But Stroman, I actually have a story on Marcus Stroman, so stay tuned for that, everyone. Stay tuned for that. Beat and Cozy, Edmund19, thank you for the super chats. Did we have another super chat pop up? No, I think we're good. Alrighty, let's go to our next story, everyone. We did have another signing today, and I'm gonna rave about iTalk Studios one more time, because he said this earlier, or he said this yesterday. Corey Kluber signing a deal with the Tampa Bay Rays. I think this is a very nice move for the Tampa Bay Rays. You're getting a guy on the cheap. I really like this a lot. Let's take a look here at the story. Here we go. So the Rays signing Corey Kluber. So John Heyman had the tweet. Corey Kluber Rays deal, $8 million plus $5 million in incentives. $500,000 for 10 and 15 games started, $1 million for 20 games, 1.5 for 25 and 30 games. I think this is exactly the kind of deal Corey Kluber needs, an incentives-based deal. Yeah, kind of a up and down season for the Yankees last year. Had the no-hitter, but then he was hurt. He was having, just some issues going on. And I don't know, kind of an underwhelming season for Corey Kluber last year. I remember I was really hoping the Red Sox would get him. But overall, he didn't have a bad season by any means. 16 starts, a 3.85 FIP, 3.83 ERA. 9 strikeouts per 9. He just wasn't really healthy very much. He wasn't able to go deep into games. But I think with the Rays, hey, these guys are great at, keeping for the first off, the Rays, they're all about having these guys go 5 innings, maybe 6. They use their bullpen a lot. And I think Corey Kluber is a great fit for the Tampa Bay Rays because they like to utilize that bullpen. They like to get a lot out of their bullpen. And I think Corey Kluber, if you can get 5-6 innings out of him, I think that's a great move. I think that's awesome. Let's take a look here at the Tampa Bay Rays. Let's go to their roster really quick, and let's see what that rotation is looking like. This is basically, in my opinion, I feel like this is the replacement for Charlie Morton, a veteran guy, a guy who is going to give you good innings when he's healthy. He seems like the replacement for Charlie Morton that they never got. But looking at the rotation here, it's not bad actually right now. When you look at Corey Kluber right here in the number 3 spot, Shane McClanahan, Drew Rasmussen, Corey Kluber, Ryan Yarbrough, Luis Patino. Imagine if they had Tyler Glasnow too. Imagine if they had him this year. This rotation would be looking phenomenal, but that's actually not looking too bad as of right now. And I like Corey Kluber with Tampa Bay, with a lot of these young guys. Corey Kluber, good veteran guy. A lot of these young guys are going to look up to him. I really like this move a lot. Kluber to the Tampa Bay Rays, but I want to show some love here for iTalk Studios. Let me actually pull this up here. He had the story yesterday. I'm going to say it again. Corey Kluber is headed to the Rays. He said this yesterday. 10:23 last night, and then the story broke this morning, or earlier today. So that iTalk Studios, he has done nothing but hit. So everyone, please go give iTalk Studios a follow on YouTube. Andy Martino, check out Andy Martino. What is Mr. Andy Martino saying? Let's see here. Andy Martino, what are you saying here in the chat? Everyone, what are you telling me to look at? On Mets and Scherzer, the courtship has been intense, with Steve Cohen, Boris, and families involved in talks. As reported earlier, they've made a historic offer. Now they simply await his decision. Oh, my God. I'm going to die laughing if he says no. But they had a good weekend. They had a really good weekend of signings. The Mets are off to a pretty bad start this offseason. They had the whole Steven Matz thing. I mean, come on, man. If you're Max Scherzer, $40 million per year, I mean, who is going to come close to that? I honestly love that. I think that's just pure money talks, man. I love that. Oh, you know what? I love a mad Steve Cohen. Get this guy angry all the time, because when he's angry, that dude is going to just throw down the checkbook. I love it. This is like could Steve Cohen arguably be the modern day George Steinbrenner? Would you all agree with me on that? Would you say Steve Cohen, if they get this deal done, would he be the modern day George Steinbrenner? I'm all about it. I don't think that's very far off, I'm just saying, dude, you want someone? Go give him $40 million. You want that? I think that's not bad if you ask me. Money is never a bad strategy, everyone. Never a bad strategy. So, but we got to keep an eye out for Scherzer and the Mets. That's just huge. That blows my mind. So, but again, the Rays, they did make a signing of a pitcher today. Corey Kluber. iTalk Studios had it first yesterday, so please go show him some love. Alrighty, everyone, let's get to our next story. So real quick, I want to this is just going to be a quick one. Byron Buxton today, funny enough, actually re-signed an extension with the Minnesota Twins. I mean, it was looking like he was going to get traded. And you know what I think ended up happening? This is what I think ended up happening. So let's pull up the story here. Let's get the tweets ready for you guys. Here we go. So Twins, Byron Buxton agree to extension. This is what I think ended up happening, right? I think they really tried looking for trades. I think they did, but they weren't going to get anything for this guy. I mean, what were you going to get for him? The guy's always broken. He's got a broken arm, a broken leg. I don't know. He's always got something wrong with him. You weren't going to get anything for him. And if you're not going to get anything for him, but he's still a really talented player, get this guy locked up. Honestly, I mean, when he's healthy, this guy has shown he can really, really play. Look at the wins above replacement that he had last year. Only in 61 games, he had a 4.5 wins above replacement. Let me actually do some math here. Here we go. 4.5 divided by 61 times 162. If this guy, if he played all 162 games, Eagleland TV Deportes has just subscribed. Welcome to the channel. If Byron Buxton played all 162 games last year and stayed on the pace that he was on for a 4.5 wins above replacement, he would have had an 11.9 wins above replacement. That would have been nutty. He was on pace last year to have a historic season. Unfortunately, he just can't stay healthy. But the Twins getting him locked up to an extension. I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of incentives here. I mean, I'm not guessing it. That's actually the truth. There's a lot of incentives in this deal. So a 7-year contract worth $100 million. So where was the tweet here? Oh, so that was him closing in on an extension. But here are the incentives here for Byron Buxton. Buxton will get a $1 million signing bonus and a $9 million salary for 2022. He'll then earn $15 million every season from 2023 to 2028. He'll get an extra $500,000 in incentives if is available if Buxton reaches various plate appearance thresholds. 502, 533, 567, 600, and 625. Some major and believed to be unprecedented bonus money is also available to Buxton. Baku Scars has just subscribed. Thank you, my friend. Based on his finishes in MVP voting, Buxton will earn $8 million if he wins MVP honors. $7 million for second place, $6 million for third, $5 million for fourth, $4 million for fifth, $3 million if he finishes anywhere from 6th to 10th. Hey, if there is ever a motivation to get yourself healthy and to get your body right, this is it right here. I mean, Byron Buxton, you have all the ability in the world. Keep yourself healthy, my friend. Take care of your body. Go do what you got to do. Go do some yoga. I don't know what the heck you got to do to keep yourself out on the field. But Byron Buxton, you're going to get yourself a lot of money if you can just stay on the field. If you can just play the way you play, holy cow, you're going to get yourself some money. So, but yes, Byron Buxton signing a long-term extension with the Minnesota Twins, a 7-year contract worth $100 million, and there's a bunch of incentives there if he is able to have a certain amount of plate appearances and also have MVP finishes as well. Let's get to what do I want to talk about next? Everyone, I'm going to let you guys vote on my next story. So pay attention. Do you want me to talk about Luis Castillo next or Marcus Stroman? Give me a 1 for Luis Castillo. Give me a 2 for Marcus Stroman. Luis Castillo or Marcus Stroman? Luis Castillo, give me a 1. Marcus Stroman, give me a 2. Oh, it's looking overwhelming for a 2. Overwhelming for 2s. Alrighty, that's my next story, everyone. Could we be seeing Marcus Stroman signing with the St. Louis Cardinals? Hey, everyone. I'm sorry. I've been loving tonight. iTalk Studios. He might have something here, everyone. He might have something. This guy, he is a friend of the channel. He has been getting some great scoops. He has been on it. He's been getting a lot of these stories right. You know, let me actually go back here. To earlier. Here we go. So if we go back to the trade deadline, he actually broke a trade before it actually happened. So back at the trade deadline, the Red Sox traded Michael Chavis to the Pittsburgh Pirates, and they got Austin Davis. So this was one of the first things that he reported. I have pointed out a couple of things tonight. He had the Corey Kluber to the Rays, right? Okay. And then he also had the Kevin Gausman story. So let me actually pull up here. He tweeted this 10 hours ago. He tweeted this out 10 hours ago. Kevin Gausman likely headed to the Blue Jays. Okay. Well, why am I telling you all this? Because so again, I'm going to point out, he broke the Michael Chavis trade at the trade deadline. He said Corey Kluber was going to go to the Rays. He said Kevin Gausman was going to the Blue Jays. Supposedly, Marcus Stroman is close to a deal with the St. Louis Cardinals. Hey, whatever. He's not Jeff Passan. He's not John Heyman. He's not John Morosi. He's definitely not Bob Nightingale. I'll tell you that. But he's got a lot of these right. So I think if you are, we got something going on. I'll check that story out in a second, everyone. I'll check that out. And John Morosi's reporting that John Gray is going to the Texas Rangers. I'll talk about that in 1 second. I'll go back to this. Here we go. Let's go. John Morosi. Here, let's go check this out. Is it official? Was it John Morosi? Nahawand, you're saying check John Morosi. I'm sorry. I'm looking for John Gray. The Mets have made Max Scherzer a multi-year offer, $40 million per season. It is for 3 years. Wow, that's what I said. I mean, 3 years, $120 million. Holy cow. Dude, I think if you're Max Scherzer, you got to do it. You got to do it, man. $120 million over 3 years. Go do it. It's a massive overpay. I see you, Aaron Lynn, in the chat. Jeff Passan has something. We are cooking here on the hot stove. Finalizing a contract. Right-hander John Gray and the Texas Rangers are finalizing a contract. Oh, man, what a Sunday night we're having, everyone. What a Sunday night. Are you kidding me? John Gray to the Texas Rangers. Oh, my goodness. The Texas Rangers, they are spending. They are spending. And now they're going to upgrade their rotation. I love it. Dane Dunning. Hey, I think the guy's got potential. I think we're going to see some better numbers with Dane Dunning. Actually, let me take a look at his FIP from last year. Hey, Dane Dunning last year had a 3.94 FIP compared to that 4.51 ERA. So I like that. But overall, John Gray, I think it's going to be a nice addition to that Rangers staff. Let's pull up John Gray here. We got 524 people in the chat, everyone. Awesome. We hit 200 likes. Everyone, thank you so much. Miami re-signed Sandy Alcantara. Sandy Alcantara has signed an extension with the Miami Marlins. Oh my goodness, everyone, it is hot stove mania. Do you smell it? It is cooking tonight. Oh my. But John Gray, hey, he's been with the Rockies for a while now, ever since 2015 when he first came up. But he's had success in Colorado, and I think with Texas, hey, I think he's going to have some success there. He's always been pretty good. If you take a look at his FIPs, they've always been lower. For the most part, they've been lower than his ERAs. This year, a 4.22 FIP compared to the 4.59. FIP right around the same in 2019. He had a 4.8 FIP, 4.08 FIP compared to a 5.12 ERA in 2018. Lower FIP in 2017, lower FIP in 2016. John Gray, I think in the ballpark in Texas, I think he's going to have success there. Moving away from Coors Field. John Gray, that's a nice addition. Jeff Passan reporting here. John Gray and the Texas Rangers are finalizing a contract. Sources familiar with the deal tell ESPN. But alrighty. But also, we also just reported here that the Mets, they are really pushing hard. They have offered $40 million per season over 3 years. A 3-year, $120 million contract. All right, everyone, let's go back to the story that we were talking about earlier. So iTalk Studios, this guy has been on it. He has been getting all of these stories right. He is saying, like I said earlier, he said yesterday that Corey Kluber was going to the Rays. He said Kevin Gausman was going to the Blue Jays earlier today at 11 a.m. And he is also telling us As of this morning, Marcus Stroman is close to a deal with the St. Louis Cardinals. What is going on? What are we talking? What? No way. Did Jeff Passing just drop something about Corey Seager? No, he didn't. Don't be doing that, Mike Shack. Come on. Don't be doing that. I'm seeing you saying Corey Seager. You tricking me right now? No. Oh, he is capping in the chat. He's capping. But here we go. Back to the story. Marcus Stroman is close to a deal with the St. Louis Cardinals. If Stroman does indeed go to the St. Louis Cardinals, okay, if he does indeed go there, I think that rotation is looking very good. I mean, you got to remember here, Adam Wainwright, sure, he had a good season last year. He's going to be back for next season. But Adam Wainwright here, how much longer does this guy have? How much longer does he have? I think adding a Marcus Stroman, especially with that infield defense, they have some incredible defense in St. Louis. I think Marcus Stroman, this guy could have an ERA in the low twos. I think he could have an ERA easily below a 2.5. I think his FIP could easily be below a 2.5. Are you kidding me? Especially with his defense? That is nasty. What a nasty rotation that would be if you add Marcus Stroman like iTalk Studios is reporting. They are close to a deal, supposedly. Adam Wainwright, Jack Flaherty, and Marcus Stroman, along with Steven Matz, and Dakota Hudson, Miles Michaelis as well. Come on. That's not too bad. That would be a really good staff. I think that could be a World Series winning staff. Can I just say this right now? Can I just say Cardinals Blue Jays in the 2022 World Series? Can we just say it? Can I say that? Can I make an early prediction as of right now? Come on. Are you kidding me? These two teams, this is a good team. St. Louis has a good team. They were really thin. Joe Petito has just subscribed. What is going on? How are we doing? If you add Marcus Stroman to this staff like iTalk Studios is telling us, like he is telling us right here, it's not a done deal. He was saying it's close. So it's not done. Another team could emerge. You could have the Angels emerge. They need a starting pitcher. Maybe the Mets come back with some more money. Marcus Stroman was complaining about the Mets. Was complaining, saying, oh, they don't want me. They don't want me. But, hey, maybe the Mets, I know they're about to spend some money on, Max Scherzer if he agrees to that deal. But, hey, Marcus Stroman, definitely, there's the story. John Gray to the Rangers from Bleacher Report. Knicks Talk has just subscribed. What is going on? What is going on? But yeah, hold on. Let me, Let me get this here. I want to, because I feel like, let me put Max Scherzer. Mets. Let me update the title. Mets offer 40 mil. Nah, let me just do, hold on. Let me update the title, everyone. Scherzer to Mets. 1 second, everyone. Give me 1 second here. Mets offer 40 million per season for Max Scherzer. There we go. 1 second, everyone. 1 second. 1 second. One second. There we go. Alrighty, we are good to go. Title is updated. Alrighty. Oh, we got a super chat coming in. Oh, what is going on? Gregory Woolridge. Dipoto says Mariners strike early, yet only one signing today. We got to get the Mariners cooking. What is going on with the Mariners right now? Oh, we are lagging, everyone. We are lagging. Are we good in the chat? Hold on, everyone. We're getting some lag here. All right. Okay, I think we're good now. Yeah, Gregory Woolridge, thank you for the $10 super chat. There was reports earlier that they were in on Kris Bryant. So let me actually pull up that story here. Typing is hard. But yeah, as of 8 hours ago, Seattle Mariners among the teams interested in Kris Bryant. So according to Robert Murray, the Seattle Mariners are among the teams interested in free agent infielder, outfielder Kris Bryant, according to sources familiar with the situation. The expectation as of right now is that Bryant will not sign before the potential December 1st work stoppage. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. I mean, hey, if you're the Seattle Mariners, you can't let the Texas Rangers start grabbing everyone. You got to do something. The Angels are doing stuff. You know, if you're the Mariners, you got to do something here. You got to get yourself going. You got to go get a guy. You know, you got to get a starting pitcher. Kris Bryant, I think, would be a really nice fit. I thought Marcus Semien would have been a nice fit. But, hey, Kris Bryant, I think he makes a lot of sense. Let's go get Kris Bryant if you're the Seattle Mariners. So, but everyone, again, back to Marcus Stroman. This is, again, reported by iTalk Studios earlier today. Marcus Stroman is close to a deal with the St. Louis Cardinals. He has hit a lot on these, you know, he said Kevin Gausman was going to the Blue Jays. Hey, he said Corey Kluber was going to the Rays. He said at the trade deadline this past year that Michael Chavis was getting traded to the Pirates. That happened. So iTalk Studios, he hits more than he misses. So, you know, we'll have to wait and see. Does a deal get done? All he's saying here is that a deal is close. So, a deal is close. All right, everyone. Let's get to a trade rumor. We have a trade rumor. Oh, we just broke 600 people in the chat. What is going on, everyone? Everyone, if you can, hit that like button for me. We're at 240 likes right now on the stream. If you can, everyone, hit that like button for me. Let's get to 300 likes. 300 likes. We're on the way to 20K subscribers. So again, if anyone's new, think about subscribing to the channel. We're trying to get to 20K by opening day. Let's get to our next story. Hey, no free agent signing here. We actually got a trade rumor out there, and that is Luis Castillo. Could the Angels maybe making a play here for Luis Castillo? Let me pull up the story. All righty, here we go. But as we can see here, Angels interested in Luis Castillo. The Angels and Reds have engaged in preliminary trade talks about right-hander Luis Castillo, according to John Morosi. Let me actually pull up the story here from John Morosi. Only preliminary talks at this point, but the price remains very high, and the sides are far apart as of today. I mean, hey, not surprised about this. Not surprised. If we actually go take a look here at one of my favorite websites, baseballtradevalues.com. Let's take a look here. This is the most accurate trade simulator out there. Yes, they're not going to get them all right all the time, but they hit a lot on this site. A lot of people are going to badmouth baseball trade values a lot, but look, they have a 95.5 acceptance rate of real life trades. Jason Ritchie has just subscribed to the channel. Welcome, my friend. Hello. But they have a 95% acceptance rate of real life trades. 272 real life trades. 260 of them have been accepted by their model. So let's go take a look here at what a trade would look like for a Luis Castillo. If you can go get Luis Castillo, I think that would be amazing. But it's going to take a lot of prospects for him. So let's take a look. What is the value of a Luis Castillo as of right now? A good amount, $68.3 million worth of value. But for the Angels, that would be huge. However, it's going to be tough. What do you do for a Luis Castillo? I mean, American1133 has just subscribed. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Hello. I mean, I think, honestly, this is going to be really hard to get a deal done. I mean, could you do Joe Adell? Could you do Bachman? I mean, I don't know. You know, shortstop prospects, you know, Paris. I mean, you're still really far apart here. $31 million worth of value right here. You're still apart by $37 million. I mean, I feel like you would have to include someone like a Marsh in this deal. You know, maybe take out Adele, and you're on the right track. I think you would have to include a high value player like this. I don't think it gets done unless you include someone like a Brandon Marsh, but I don't think the Angels want to give up on him. Beef Jerky 311. I love Beef Jerky. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Hello. But yeah, Brandon Marsh, I don't know. I think the Angels, I mean, they love having him. I don't see, and this guy could be a future stud in your lineup. I don't see why the Angels would want to get rid of him. I know Luis Castillo, this guy had a bit of a tough start last year, but this guy is just nails out there. He has just really good stuff. If we take a look at the numbers overall, yeah, don't look at that wins and loss record. You should never look at the wins and losses overall. I mean, sure, obviously you would like to have a winning record, but at the end of the day, we're looking at the more advanced numbers. If we take a look here, 3.98 ERA, 3.75 FIP, 9 strikeouts per 9, under a home run per 9, 3.5 walks per 9. Hey, Luis Castillo, this guy is as good as it gets, man. He's as good as it gets. And if we actually take a look here at the advanced metrics on Baseball Savant, Luis Castillo. Let's take a look at the advanced numbers here. Everyone, I want to thank you for coming out tonight. This is a very fun night here in the baseball world. I appreciate you stopping by, supporting the channel. Any new subscribers, welcome. Thank you so much. The super chats tonight, thank you so much. Hey, right here, I mean, as we can see, Rachel Lautenbach has just subscribed. Welcome to the channel. Hello. But Luis Castillo, great advanced numbers. Hey, this is a guy that anyone would like to have. Anyone. Easily a number 2 in your rotation. But will the Angels be able to get it done? According to this, I mean, this looks like you're on the right track here. Bachman, who you just drafted, Brandon Marsh, Paris, maybe another prospect or two gets it done. But I don't know. Do you want to give up a Brandon Marsh? I feel like out of any of these top guys, I don't think they want to get rid of Reed Detmers. I don't think that's something you want to do. Miguel Molina Jr. has just subscribed. Welcome to the channel. I mean, obviously, you're not trading Shohei Ohtani. Obviously, you're not trading Mike Trout. Could you give up a Jared Walsh? I mean, I don't know. Brandon Marsh, he's a young guy. He had a good year last year in a short amount of time. Not a big sample size for him last year. But last year, okay, I don't say he had a good year, but it was okay for a rookie year, I would say. Hit 254, 317 on base, only a 356 slugging, 260 plate appearances. But at the end of the day, Brandon Marsh, there's a lot to like with him. He has really good tools. He's only just about to turn 24 years old. He has, as of right now, he has a 40 power tool as of right now, but it has the potential to be 55. As of right now, it's just a 45 hit tool, but it has the potential to be 55. His raw power, basically, so batting practice power. Ethan Brecka has just subscribed, so thank you very much, my friend. His batting practice power right now, 55. So that's pretty good. He's very athletic. He's got a 60 speed tool, 50 right now for the fielding, but 60 for the future possibly. And overall, he's a 60 value prospect. So he's a top prospect for a reason. He was the number 1 prospect at one point. So overall, I think Brandon Marsh, this is a guy that you would love to have around. But if you're the Reds, would you? Scott Boley has just subscribed. Welcome to the channel. If you're the Angels, are you okay with giving up someone like a Brandon Marsh for Luis Castillo? I don't know. I think that's tough to give up on. That's tough to give up on. But the Angels do have other good bats. Maybe they would be okay with doing something like this. But as the report said, it's looking like they're far apart as of today. So we'll have to keep an eye on this to see if anything else happens. Let's say, you know what I was thinking earlier? I was thinking about this earlier. Could we maybe see Luis Castillo? Hey, this team right now is all over the news. Could we see Luis Castillo maybe go to the New York Mets? I think the Mets, I actually think maybe you have something here if you're the Mets. Let's actually see. Here. Sam Petralia has just subscribed. Welcome to the channel. Let's put together a trade here. Luis Castillo to the Mets. Could we? Robert Murray. What is Robert Murray saying? Robert Murray. Everyone, I see you in the chat. Robert Murray. What is he saying? Oh, man, I'm thinking you guys he's going to say something about Max Scherzer. Hey, the Angels got a picture. Michael Lorenzen, 1-year deal, $7 million. All right. Not too bad. Hey, the Angels need pictures. So, hey, there you go. Another starting pitcher. Super Pat the Boss has just subscribed. What is going on, my friend? Hello, hello. Hey, Michael Lorenzen. Not a bad ad if you ask me. Let's take a look at the numbers. Here we go. But hey, I mean, okay. I'm thinking maybe of Michael Lorenzen back a couple of years ago, but not a great season this year. Hold on. Let me pump the brakes a little bit. 5.59 ERA this year, but had a 4.17 FIP. So not bad. You would like to see more strikeouts. 6.5 strikeouts per 9. That's not really a lot. The walks are kind of high. He doesn't give up a lot of home runs, but he's had good numbers in the past. So I think Michael Lorenzen, this could be a very nice addition for the Angels. So that is the news on Michael Lorenzen. Pepito Cuentos has just subscribed. Hello, hello. But one more time, just reported that according to Robert Murray, Michael Lorenzen heading to the Angels. Everyone, it is just getting crazy. I almost don't even want to end the show. Because I'm worried, we're going to miss something. I might have to stay on here, for a couple more hours. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think I can get off because there's a lot of stuff going on tonight. Here we go. Back to baseball trade values. David Young has just subscribed. What is going on? Oh, did we get to 300 likes? Hey, we got to 300 likes, everyone. Thank you so much. Can we get to 400 likes? 400 likes. Let's do it. We got 613 people in the chat right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, thank you. But could we see maybe Luis Castillo to the New York Mets before I move on to... Oh, we got a super chat. JM1231, $2 super chat. As an M's fan, very, very pissed about Marcus Semien on to Bryant. Hey, I thought Marcus Semien would have been a great fit for the Seattle Mariners. Could have just slid in nicely to second base there. But, hey, that's how the cookie crumbles, right? Chris Bryant, I think he could be a great fit for the Seattle Mariners. So if you missed my video on free agents that teams should sign, I think the Mariners should sign Chris Bryant. I think that would be a great pickup for them. But let's take a look. What would it take for the Mets to get Luis Castillo? What would it take? Well, you just added a lot of pieces. I mean, you basically got a brand new outfield right now if you're the New York Mets. So, taking a look here, as of right now, you got Brandon Nimmo, Starling Marte, and Mark Canha in the outfield. That pushes a couple of guys here to the bench. What do you do? I mean, I don't know. What are you going to do with Robinson Cano? I mean, what do you do with him? I mean, do you keep him? Do you designate him for assignment and just eat the money? I don't know. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't want Robinson Cano in my lineup every day. I'd rather, honestly, I wonder if Jeff McNeil would be the better guy, or do you keep Jeff McNeil on the bench? I don't know. But let's see what it would take for a trade of Luis Castillo. Let's take a look. Well, for the Mets, I think it's going to be tough. You would have to definitely give up someone like a Beatty, I would think. I think that would be that's definitely going to close the gap by a lot. Let's say you included Beatty. Say you included him. Then maybe you could do... I don't know. What would you do here? Allen. Oh, we got another super chat. Travis Norton, $4.99. Chris Taylor to the Blue Jays. Did that actually happen, or did that actually happen? Or are you just saying you want that to happen? Chris Taylor to the Blue Jays? Travis Norton? Did that actually happen? Can anyone confirm that in the chat? Did that actually happen? Or are you just wanting that? I think that would be a great move for the Toronto Blue Jays if you did that. And honestly, I think Chris Taylor would be... Okay. So you're just wanting it to happen. Okay. I think Chris Taylor to the Toronto Blue Jays, that would be great. If you could do that, it'd be a nice replacement for Marcus Semien. But not just because he can take over at second, but he can move around. He can play other positions. So I think Chris Taylor, honestly, he's a great fit for a lot of teams. So, but... what do we got here? The Tigers are non-tendering Matthew Boyd. Oh, Johnny Shirley, what's up? Welcome to the channel, my friend. Jeff Kavanaugh. What are we saying here about Jeff Kavanaugh? Rangers. Jeff Kavanaugh. 2 hours ago. Either Story or Seager will be a Ranger too. And Kershaw. FYI. Oh, I predict, hey, if I get all of my predictions wrong, I'm okay with that. But if I could at least, I predicted the Rangers to have a massive offseason. I predicted them to get 3 guys. I had them getting Trevor Story, Clayton Kershaw, and Nick Castellanos. Probably not going to see Nick Castellanos. I mean, could you still go get Nick Castellanos? I mean, I don't see why you couldn't. Could you imagine? Could you imagine this right now? Let's just say this right now. If you're the Rangers, you got Marcus Semien. Let's say you go get Trevor Story next. Then let's say you go get Nick Castellanos. Could you imagine if you get those 3 guys for your lineup? That would be insane. Absolutely insane. Are you kidding me? Can the Rangers just sign everyone, please? Can that just happen, please? Jorge Castillo, Gavin Johnson. What's going on, my friend? Welcome. Nahawan, Jorge Castillo. Who is Jorge Castillo? Jorge Castillo. The Dodgers are one of 4 or 5 teams in the mix for Max Scherzer. But definitely, they're not the favorites. Sounds like he'll definitely get a 3-year deal. Maybe 4. Wow. Maybe 4 years. Could you imagine? 4-year. Oh, my goodness. Could you imagine if Max Scherzer gets 4 years, $160 million? I mean, I don't think you would get 40 for that. Would you get 40 for that last year? Foxy in 16 has just subscribed. What is going on? How are we doing? What are we doing? Welcome. But yeah, Max Scherzer, as of right now, the current rumor is $40 million per year for each of the 3 seasons. That is just blows my mind. But you know, this is what I'm saying. I wondered this from the start. If a team out there really wanted Max Scherzer, I think that's not bad. You know, because I don't think he's obviously he's Max Scherzer, but oh, we got a super chat. What's going on? Talon Trotman is here, everyone. Talon Trotman. Hello, Talon. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Hello. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat, my friend. Talon, let me know, where do you think Max Scherzer is going to go, my friend? Where do you think he's going to go? Let me know. Talon, thank you, my friend. I hope you're doing good. But here we go. So Max Scherzer, again, I think he would be a really good guy, you know, for any team to get, not just because he's Max Scherzer, but just because of the terms. You know, you're not locked up to a long-term deal with him. I know it's going to be kind of expensive, but at least you're going to get really good numbers with Max Scherzer if he's healthy. That's the one thing I do worry about with Max Scherzer, because he has had, you know, problems. Like, you know, he had the dead arm in the playoffs. He couldn't really pitch. Oh, we got a super chat. Logan Brainham with a $4.99 super chat. Really appreciate that, my friend. Hello. Thank you. Hey, if you got a question or anything, let me know. What is John Heyman saying? What is going on tonight, everyone? This is just wackadoodle. Mets seem heartened and hopeful about the prospects of landing Max Scherzer. Dodgers are pessimistic, at least at the moment. Are you kidding me? Can you imagine the Mets get Max Scherzer? Like, that's gonna blow my mind. I never would have thought Max Scherzer would go to the Mets. Never would have thought that in my life. Because I feel like I've read somewhere that he's I feel like I've read somewhere before that he didn't prefer like pitching in New York or something like that. I don't remember where I read that. I mean, obviously he was with the Nationals, so he would go pitch there on the road a lot. But, man. So, I wonder if something's going to happen here tonight. Is something going to happen with Max Scherzer? You know, Max Scherzer. He is trending. Can Steven George Steinbrenner Cohen get the job done? Oh, Jordan O'Fallon with a $5 super chat. Boston needs to sign Ray and Baez. Could they go get Robbie Ray? Could you go get Robbie Ray? Are you kidding me? I mean, I wouldn't mind Robbie Ray. Wouldn't mind him. Hey, he's got his career turned around. I would love Robbie Ray. I would love him. I think Javier Baez would be a great fit, honestly. I think he would be a really good fit for the Red Sox. Plug him into second base if Xander Bogaerts leaves next year in free agency. Well, at least you got Javier Baez for short. So, man, oh man. But Steve George Steinbrenner Cohen, can he get the job done? I'm saying this right now. Steve Cohen is the modern day George Steinbrenner. If he... Oh, we got a new member. Sarah Small. Is that Sarah Small? Hello. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. You are a new member. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Be on the lookout in the community tab on my channel. I'm going to post a link to the Discord. I have to put a new link because the link that I post expires. So after the stream tonight, I'm going to put the link there so you can go click on that and you can join the Discord. We're talking baseball there throughout the day. Sarah, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you, thank you. But Steve George Stein, let's just call him Steve Steinbrenner. Let's call him that. Oh, another super chat. Do you think Kenley Jansen will sign with the Giants? He is a really interesting one. He's a really interesting one because, he's such a polarizing reliever because he's so good in the regular season, but he never seems to get the job done in the playoffs. I don't know why, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea. I think Kenley Jansen's going to be a great fit in a lot of places, honestly. So I think he's going to be a great fit in a lot of places. So who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But I'm going to say right now, Steve Cohen, hey, man, if he gets Max Scherzer, I'm calling him Steve Steinbrenner. Steve Steinbrenner. Oh, another super chat. What is going on? Nis Anthem Arids Savam. I'm sorry if I pronounced that right. Wrong. Ryu, Barrios, Manoa, Gausman. I mean, you're nailing it, my friend. You're nailing it. I mean, could you imagine Robbie Ray coming back too? Robbie Ray, Hyun-Jin Ryu, Barrios, Manoa, Gausman. Oh, as a Red Sox fan, I'm crying myself to sleep if that's what the rotation ends up being. Good grief. Are you kidding me? But yeah, we're on Max Scherzer watch, everyone. We're at 641 people in the chat. Oh, Joel Sherman. The Mets are making progress with Max Scherzer. Have not heard it is final. Deal might be for as much... Oh, we got a new member. Eagles strike. What is going on? Welcome, my friend, to the memberships. Hello, hello. Be on the... You know what? I'm thinking I'm going to go put the link for the Discord right now. If any new members that, like Sarah, you just became a member. Here, let me get the link for the Discord. I'm going to put it on my community tab right now. Let me get this really quick because I'm seeing a couple of you guys becoming members. Here we go. There's another member. What is going on? Jordan O'Fallon has become a member. Hello, hello. What's going on? How are we doing? Hold on, I'm getting the link for the Discord. All right, copy link. There we go. I am posting it right now. New link for new members. All channel members. All right, so the link is there. Oh, super chat. Justin Fields, 99-cent super chat. What's going on, my friend? Thank you, thank you. All right, everyone, if you just became a member, I just put it on the community tab on my channel, so you'll see the new link. So just click on the link and you'll be able to join the Discord. 650 people in the chat. What's going on? How are we doing? But Joel Sherman, 2 minutes ago, the Mets are making progress with Max Scherzer. Have not heard it is final. Deal might be for as much as 4 years if it gets done. Pat Ragazzo, Mets appear to be the favorites to land Scherzer. We have seen this one before, though, and nothing is ever real until the ink hits the paper. With Gausman and Gray off the board, now their options are slim. Hey, he has a good point here. He's making a good point. He said this, remember Bob Nightingale last year with Trevor Bauer? I haven't seen anything with Bob Nightingale. Has he tweeted anything? Sarah Small, what's going on? Cardinals, I hope we can get Taylor and Stroman. Hey, Chris Taylor. I think Chris Taylor is going to be a good fit anywhere he goes. Wow, we're getting a lot of new members tonight, everyone. We're getting a lot of new members tonight. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. What are we saying? Stroman is trending. Is Marcus Stroman trending? Update. Here we go. Doug Rush. Who the heck is Doug Rush? The Mets and Max Scherzer are gaining traction on a deal getting done. The Dodgers are not optimistic on keeping him. Steve Cohen. Oh, new member. E. Gonzalez. What is going on? New member. Go find the Discord link on my channel under the community tab. Oh, no, it's actually Joshua Priestman. Joshua Priestman just became a member. Hello. Oh, and then E. Gonzalez is becoming a member as well. Thank you so much. We're getting a lot on Max Scherzer right now. It's looking like Max Scherzer. I mean, I know we saw this last year with Trevor Bauer. but I don't know. Oh, let me fix this title real quick. There we go. But I mean, we had Trevor Bauer to the Mets, and then all of a sudden he was with the Dodgers. But right now, I mean, if the reports are true, $40 million per year. Are you kidding me? Stefan. Oh, Talon, you left me a 99-cent super chat. Thank you so much, Mr. Talon Trotman. I hope all is well. Stefan, could you discuss Red Sox trade candidates? There's our newest member, E. Gonzalez. What is going on? E. Gonzalez, the newest member. Go find the link to the Discord. If you don't have Discord, make sure you download the app so that way you can join our little community that we have over here. We actually have, I think we're actually now, how many members do we have now on the channel? Are we at 70 members now? Let's take a look here. How many members are we at currently? I think we might be at 70 members. Or at least we're getting close. Okay, never mind. We're right at around 60. So we're right at around 60. There's the super chat from Talon. Thank you so much. But yeah, we're right at around 60 members. So everyone, thank you so much. But what do we got here? Talon left me a 99-cent super chat. Stefan, could you discuss Red Sox trade candidates? I wonder if Bobby Dahlback is a trade candidate. I mean, 25 home runs last year, 26 or whatever it was. But, we got Tristan Casas coming up eventually. He's doing great. He was just playing for Team USA. I think Bobby Dahlback, you could get someone for him. You could go get yourself a pretty decent picture for a Bobby Dahlback. He had a lot of problems with the strikeouts last year. I wonder if he could be someone that you could end up dealing. We'll have to wait and see on that. Sean Gallagher has just subscribed. What is going on? Hello. What's going on? We have another super chat coming in. X Shadow Miller X. Imagine DeGrom, Stroman, and Scherzer in the same rotation. Could they go get Marcus Stroman too? I mean, hey, Steve Steinbrenner, a.k.a. Steve Cohen. Hey, I mean, it looks like he's throwing all the money in the world at Mr. Max Scherzer. There's that super chat coming in. Sorry, I think some of these super chats are slowing down. There's the Stefan super chat. But yeah, the Red Sox trade candidates. I think Bobby Dahlback could be someone again. So have to wait and see. Does Chaim Bloom make a trade? Chaim Bloom, the one thing with Chaim Bloom is if he makes a trade, he wants to get something that's going to help the present, but also has the possibility of helping you in the future as well. Chaim Bloom is all about value. He wants good value at the end of the day. So We'll have to keep a lookout for that. But yeah, X Shadow Miller X, your super chat's going to pop up here shortly. But DeGrom, Scherzer in the same rotation, that sounds pretty nasty if you ask me. But then if you can add, Marcus Stroman as well. But there's the super chat. Thank you so much. There's the super chat. There it is. But yeah, we're not really seeing a lot right now, at least in the last few minutes on Max Scherzer. So the last thing that we had was they're gaining traction. They're gaining traction. But Caleb All-Britain, your super chat's about to pop up. The last thing Bob said was how pitchers thrive in Tampa. So wonder if he's going to... hey, Tampa Bay, they're always, they do well with their pitchers there. They just need to find a way to just come through in the playoffs. They got great teams, but, won 100 games this past year, but, losing in the first round of the Red Sox. They needed starting pitching, and it really showed. So... what is Bob Nightingale tweeting? Antonio Dodona, what is going on? I haven't even seen a Bob Nightingale tweet. Did I just mute him? I have no idea. John Gray's deal will pay him $56 million over 4 years. Not a bad deal for John Gray. We can actually go take a look at John Gray, take a look at his value. So math is hard. I can't do math in my head. So 56 divided by 4, $14 million per year. There's another super chat coming in. There's the Caleb one. Yep. So could Bob Nightingale have cursed the Rays? Bob Nightingale, he doesn't bring a lot of luck for some of these tweets that he puts out there. Landry Jackson manifests Nick Castellanos to the Rangers. I'm just saying, I predicted it. Unfortunately, I'm not good at predictions, so I might have jinxed it, to be honest. I'm so sorry. But let's take a look at John Gray. We see now that his deal is worth $56 million over 4 years, which is $14 million per season. Overall, in his career, he's been worth $125 million over 7 years. So that ends up being $17.8 million per year. So not bad for John Gray. Eric Clute has just subscribed. What's going on? Can we get to 700 people in the chat? Can we get to 700 people? Andy Martino. Did Andy Martino put out something? Andy Martino. What's Andy Martino saying? Mets are hopeful. Hey, they were hopeful on Trevor Bauer last year. As of this minute, still don't know. But let's see. Max Scherzer. What is going on? D. Bickhart, 2008, has just subscribed. Welcome to the channel. What is the latest on Scherzer? What is Giraffe Neck Mark saying right now? What is he saying? I bet he is just going absolutely crazy right now. What does this purple thing mean? God. Oh. The video that Giraffe Neck Mark is gonna put out there if they sign Max Scherzer. Landry Jackson, there it is. Manifest Nick Castellanos. Hey, I think that would be amazing if they could get him. I mean, you're adding Marcus Semien now. That's not too bad if you ask me. I think if you're Nick Castellanos, maybe you have one eye towards the Rangers, maybe. So, gonna have to wait and see. Hold on one second. What is Fuzzy saying? What is Fuzzy saying? Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. There we go. Just remember, iTalk Studios, he broke this at 11 a.m. There we go. Fuzzy We got to get some eyes on iTalk Studios. This guy has just been killing it. He's been killing it. iTalk Studios, go follow him on both YouTube and Twitter. This guy's been just killing it with some of these reports on these free agents. So, but what else we got? Max Scherzer. Here we go. We're back on Max Scherzer watch, everyone. Well, are we going to get something here tonight? JD and Jaxie has just subscribed. Welcome to the channel. Max Scherzer is trending. I feel like I've said Max Scherzer like 1,800 times. Let's see what the latest tweets are on Mr. Scherzy. I know Giraffe Neck Mark right now is going absolutely crazy. I know he's going absolutely crazy. So, I think Giraffe Neck Mark is literally running around outside wherever he is right now. I think he ripped off his pants, and I think he is twirling them around in the air and screaming at the top of his lungs. Giraffe Neck Mark, please calm down. Your heart rate is getting very high. Please calm yourself down. Cody Potter, $2 super chat. What is going on? Chris Bryant, Marcus Stroman to Seattle. Book it. I mean, Marcus Stroman, I think, you know, I think I could be a pretty good fit. I mean, they need some starting pitching. I mean, Marcus Stroman would be a nice guy to give you, you know, a start every fifth day. A good start every fifth day. I think it'd be great. So, that'd be very nice. That'd be very nice. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Sky was taken. Please, Scherzer, sign with the Mets. Hey, you are right there with Giraffe Neck Mark, man. You guys are going crazy right now. I mean, this would be huge. This would be huge. Absolutely would be huge. Let's see. Anything else? Doug Rush. Who the heck is Doug Rush? Who is this? USA Today. Okay. All right, cool. So, gaining traction 12 minutes ago. Did we have anyone else talking? Anyone else? Look at how young George Steinbrenner looks right here. Everyone, I don't know if you've noticed, but George Steinbrenner, he's looking rather young these days. X Shadow Miller X, 99-cent super chat. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. But not seeing any new tweets. Not seeing anything new. Let's refresh. I'm going to stay on here as long as we can. I mean, at this point, I think if you're making progress, I mean, at this point, you're ironing out finer details. With this much money, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I'm sure there's incentives in there. I'm wondering if this is actually going to be $40 million per season, or if it's going to be worth up to $40 million per season. I wonder if there's like incentives, or if it's just going to be straight $40 million per season. That's just insane. Jack Morris has just subscribed. What's going on? How are we doing? Let's see. What Rosenthal. What are we saying? Everyone, brace yourself. What are we about to read? Growing indications that Scherzer is headed to the Mets. New York Mets making progress per Joel Sherman. Is this he's just saying what he said? 5 minutes ago, I'm surprised the Mets are in the game late with Scherzer last week. Every executive agent I asked said he'd go to a West Coast team. Ryan YT just subscribed. What's going on? Still could happen, but the New York Mets have party crashed into serious competition. Again, the strong expectation is this is settled no later than tomorrow. So, are we going to get something tonight? Can someone please tell me if we're going to get something tonight? I mean, I need it. We need it. I got to go to bed soon. We got bedtime coming up. I mean, what am I staying up till 2 o'clock tonight? This is my last hours of Thanksgiving break. I gotta go to bed soon. I gotta work tomorrow. If anyone doesn't know, I am a teacher. That's what I do in my for my full-time job. I'm a second grade teacher. I actually do plan on I'm leaning very heavily for doing this channel full time next year, along with, a couple other jobs that I'm going to be doing on the side. But yeah, I am currently a teacher. So, yeah, but got to wake up tomorrow and do that. But definitely thinking about doing the channel full time after the end of this year. I really love doing this channel. I started this channel back in December of 2019. I was putting little videos out there, and then I kind of got into the streaming part of it. And here on the channel, we've really grown a family over here, and we go live. It feels like almost every single night. During the season, we were doing weekly power rankings. But yeah, I really want to do this full time. This is something I really want to do. I love talking baseball. I love it. The reason I started my channel, I basically only have like one friend, that I talk to every day, someone that I grew up with. We talk baseball all the time. And I was like, you know what? I want to start a channel. I want to talk baseball with more people out there. And, yeah, so that's, if you're wondering the background of the channel, there you go. Mark Feinsand, what is going on? What is he saying? We got another super chat coming in. I'm a Rangers fan, and I am excited. I mean, I would be too. I'm excited for the Rangers. What is he saying? 45 seconds ago, I'm told the Mets are making a hard push for Max Scherzer, though one source described the situation as fluid with other teams still involved. If the Mets do indeed go to the fourth year, that could get it done. If you're the Mets, are you going a 4-year deal for Max Scherzer? 4-year deal. Are you kidding me? 4 years. I mean, Elena Rizzo, you got that right. It is just fire right now on the hot stove. Do you guys smell that in the air? It is cooking. It is fresh. We are doing some stuff here. Good grief. We got another super chat coming in. Baseball sports talk. What's going on? Schwarber is probably a Philly. With K-Long and their need for a leadoff hitter, it just makes sense. For you, a Red Sox fan, I think this means Rizzo. Hey, I wouldn't mind Anthony Rizzo. I'd be okay with that on a short-term deal. But then what do you do with Bobby Dahlback? I don't know. We got Tristan Cassis coming up soon. I wouldn't mind Rizzo on a short-term deal. But would a team go to maybe 3-4 years for Rizzo? Have to make sure, or have to keep an eye out for that. Kyle Schwarber on the Phillies would make a lot of sense. That'd be a really good bat. Kyle Schwarber is kind of an underrated leadoff hitter, just a really good on-base guy. So Schwarber is not like that typical like speedy leadoff guy. He's kind of the opposite, honestly. He just gets on base. So, oh, we got a member. We got a new member. Oh, who is that? Sully has become a new member on the channel. What's going on, Sully? How we doing, my friend? Thank you so much. Welcome. If you go to the community tab on my channel, you'll find a link for the Discord where we talk baseball throughout the day. Sully, thank you so much. Thank you. So here we go. Mark Feinsand, he said here, making a strong push. What is Andy Martino saying now? Andy Martino, what are you saying? Give us something juicy, please. Growing industry expectations. Scherzer goes to the Mets. Other teams are falling out of the bidding. No done deal. Young Dimer just subscribed. Oh, we are going crazy. We are going crazy right now. Man, oh man. I'm going to die laughing. I'm going to die laughing if another team just jumps in and just gets him. Could you imagine this? The Mets offer Max Scherzer 4 years, $160 million, right? And then all of a sudden, news breaks that he goes back to the Dodgers for 2 years, $80 million. I would die laughing. That would be the funniest thing. I would. Andrew, thank you for subscribing. Welcome, my friend. I would lose it. I would lose it. If Max Scherzer does not sign with the Mets at this point, I will cry. I will just laugh and probably die of laughter. So, but as of right now, it is looking pretty good that Scherzer is going. What do we got here? Yeah, there's the Mike Feinsand tweet. Mike Avona just subscribed. What's going on? We're almost at 700 people in the chat. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, talent. Could you imagine the Braves just swoop in? I mean, I would love that. Unfortunately for the Braves, they tend not to spend that money very much. Could you imagine the Rays? Like, all right, you know what? We haven't spent money. I mean, we finally spent some money, signing Wander Franco long term, but whatever. Let's just do it. Let's sign Scherzer for 3 years, 120. That would be amazing. Andrew, could you imagine Scherzer, the Rangers, just come in with like $200 million over like 3 years? That would be amazing. That'd be amazing. Jose Estrada, Scherzer to the Mets confirmed. Is there a confirmation? Is there anything? Max Scherzer? We need something. While we're, thinking about it here, we're talking here. I think I've said Max Scherzer probably like 900 times. Let's talk about the numbers. Anthony Fataruso has just subscribed. What's going on? I think I pronounced that right. 30 starts, 2.46 ERA, 15-4 record. He was fantastic with the Dodgers, but look at the FIP. With the Dodgers, he had a 1.98 ERA and a 1.96 FIP. Are you kidding? The FIP was actually higher with the Nationals, 3.60 compared to the 2.76. But this guy had a run for the Dodgers last year, man. He was nuts. 11 starts. I mean, good grief. He had about 12 strikeouts per 9 last year total. He led the league. He led the National League in walks per 9. Third in Cy Young voting. I mean, what a season for Max Scherzer, man. 15-4 on the year. Daniel Ailman has just subscribed. What's going on? We are 15 people away from 700 in the chat. Man, oh, man. Oh, Naked HD XYZ. Come on. Is this someone from Giraffe Neck Mark's channel? Come on. Get out of here. No calf neck army in here. There we go. Got to watch out for the calf neck army. If anyone, some OGs on the channel, you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, when I first started when we first started streaming on this channel, I was doing nightly shows. We were getting like 20, 30 people in the chat. And we had always these spammers coming into the chat, and they were always Mets fans. So I was just like, man, what are you guys, the calf neck army? Giraffe neck Mark's minions? Who are these people? It was always Mets fans that were coming in and spamming the chat all the time. I mean, I don't know why. It was always Mets fans. There was no other fan. So that is what I'm talking about, if you have no idea what I'm saying. But Max Scherzer, man. Obviously, the numbers speak for themselves. This guy's a Hall of Famer. But yeah, crazy. Let's see what's going on. We got anything new? 10:40. It's almost my bedtime. Actually, it's probably past my bedtime. Haven't eaten anything in a few hours. I'm starving. 672 people in the chat. What's going on? Anything new? I'm not seeing anything. Just the Mark Feinstein tweet 7 minutes ago. I'm afraid to get off of here because as soon as I end this stream, he's gonna sign, and it's like, are you kidding? This happened last year. I remember, who was it? It was George Springer. We were out. There was all these reports out there that he was gonna go to the Blue Jays, and we were, sitting here, we were waiting for something to happen. And I'm like, I don't know, everyone. I don't know if this is going to happen tonight. You know what? I'll be here tomorrow. It's probably not going to happen. We'll probably get it tomorrow. And then I got off the stream. We ended the stream. And I swear to you, 5 minutes after I ended the stream, George Springer signed with the Blue Jays. And I was like, well, looks like I'm going live again. So I guarantee this would happen. So we gotta stick through it, everyone. We gotta stick through it. Andrew Lee, I might have to, man. I might have to. But you know what, everyone? I want to see what you all think. Let me know in the chat. Do you think this would be a good deal? If you were like Noah Zelmer, just subscribe. Thank you. Do you think this is a good deal for the Mets? What do you think? Give me a thumbs up if you think this is a good deal. Give me a thumbs down. I want to know what you all think. Did we get I'm seeing in the chat saying Passenbaum. Anyone else seeing anything for a passing bomb? I'm seeing a lot of you saying no. I wonder what Mets fans think about this. What do Mets fans think about this? I mean, you're definitely overpaying. Andrew Lee, you left me a super chat? Oh, Andrew Lee, I'm sorry. I didn't see your super chat. Andrew Lee, type it in the chat. What did you tell me? I'm sorry, dude. Hold on. Actually, you know what? I can pull it up here. Hold on. I think I can pull up your super chat. I'm sorry, my friend. I didn't see that. What did you say? Everyone that's left a super chat tonight, thank you so much. Oh, Andrew Lee, I'm so sorry. Are you going to talk about... Oh, yeah, Adam Frazier. We missed that. We completely missed that. While we're waiting on any Max Scherzer news, we actually did have a trade. We actually did have a trade yesterday with the Seattle Mariners with Adam Frazier. You know, I remember before the trade deadline, I actually thought this was a really good move for the Mariners to make, and they didn't do it. And then all of a sudden the Padres got him, which I was like, huh? But going to the Seattle Mariners, and I think that's a really nice fit. Let's actually pull up here what their roster is looking like. But Adam Frazier, he's going to slide nicely at second base. So not bad. He can play other positions as well. He can play some outfield. You know, he was really good with the Pirates last year, an all-star, and then just not really, wasn't able to get it going with the Padres last year. I mean, that whole offense was just completely flat in the second half. But I think with the Mariners, I think this is a really nice fit for them. I like this a lot. But we actually do have the trade here on baseball trade values. This trade did get approved by their model. Let's actually go here. Does he have it here? No. What in the world is playing right now? Why is this playing? Oh my goodness. What the heck is this? I'm sorry, everyone was like, what the heck was just playing right there? Have I been playing annoying music? I'm sorry, everyone was like, what the heck? Do I even have any music playing? Has any music played this entire time? Has any music played? Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, we've had a little music. Okay, good. Here we go. Okay, computer screen. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, Ken Rosenthal. What is Ken Rosenthal saying? One minute ago. Possible Dodgers could lose both Scherzer and Corey Seager. Rangers remain in the mix for Seager. Already have reached agreements today with Marcus Semien. Don't forget, they also brought in Cole Calhoun and John Gray. Trevor Story, also possible if Rangers cannot get Seager. Corey Seager, he has a good relationship with Chris Woodward. So remember that. Corey Seager definitely could be a guy. Could you imagine this? I mean, Rangers fans, I think you're about to fall out of your chair. You're about to be that Vince McMahon gif where he like falls like out of the chair or whatever. Envision this. Envision this. Could you imagine? Oh, we got a super chat. Super chat. Bryson Van Vliet. I'd love for the Rangers to get Trevor Story. Texas native, bring him home. I think it would be a great story, man. Trevor Story, I think would be a solid fit. But hear me out here. Hear me out. If you are the Rangers, this is not going to happen, but whatever. Let's do some fantasy talk here. Marcus Semien at second. Trevor Story at short. Corey Seager at third. Are you kidding? That'd be basically a brand new infield. Are you kidding me? That would be the most insane infield. Could you imagine the Rangers get all three of those guys? Could you imagine that? That would be nuts. They're not going to do that, but I think they're going to get one more. I think they're going to get him because I think the Rangers are going hard right now. Sky was taken, $10 super chat. What is going on? Man, overpaid. Should be $30 million for 2 years each. If we get Stroh and Scherzer, that rotation is godly. DeGrom, Scherzer, Stroman, Walker, McGill. I mean, that's not too bad if you ask me. Unfortunately, at this point, I think if you're the Mets, you have to kind of play desperate right now. You gotta play hardball, and you gotta just throw. If you want to go get a guy, I think at this point, I'm telling you, I think Steve Cohen, he just went George Steinbrenner mode, and I think he said, you know what? I'm sick and tired of this. I'm tired of these guys not coming here. Go offer him $40 million per year. I think Steve Cohen, I think he is laughing his way to the bank because I think no one thought Max Scherzer was going to go to the Mets. And I think Steve Cohen, I think he finds this hilarious. For him, whatever, a few extra $1 million, that's nothing for him. So I think it's honestly, if he gets this done, if the Mets get this done, I think he is the modern day George Steinbrenner. I'm going to keep saying that over and over, but that's going to be nuts. Oh my God. Has anyone... Hey. Oh, I love this. Has anyone ever seen this? Mets fan, or this is Dodgers fans right now. Dodgers fans. Is this how you feel right now? Dodgers fans. Oh, Dodgers fans, you're probably in a great mood right now, aren't you? Great mood. Gotta love how Dodgers fans are probably thinking right now, man. Dodgers fans, I'm sorry. If you're about to lose Max Scherzer and Corey Seager, oh man. What are we saying here in the chat? You know, I wonder what we were kind of hearing a lot of stuff on Javier Baez, not really hearing much on him. Talon, where is Javier Baez going? It was looking like the Detroit Tigers. You know, they were getting hot on his tail. And I guess supposedly this past week they were talking contract. I don't know what's going on with Carlos Correa. I thought for sure the Detroit Tigers and Carlos Correa would have something. But I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen now. Who knows what's going on with Carlos Correa. Javier Baez, I feel like he would be a really good fit with the Red Sox at second. I think that's just my opinion. But honestly, if they don't want Carlos Correa, Javier Baez is definitely going to be a cheaper option. And, yeah, I think the Tigers could be a pretty good fit. Could he go back to the Cubs? Could he go to the Rangers? I mean, could he go to the Rangers? I don't see why not. You know, if you don't get Corey Seager or Trevor Story, Javier Baez is still out there. So I think there's a lot of places. I think the Angels, I think Javier Baez and that glove would be a good fit for the Angels personally. So Edmund 19. Oh, we got to 700 people in the chat. Oh, 700 people in the chat. What is going on? We're at 400 likes. Everyone, can we get to 500 likes on the stream? Let's get to 500 likes. Can we do it? Come on, 500 likes. Let's go. Sarah Small, I want Trevor Story on my Cardinals. I think that would be hey. You know, I do like Edmundo Sosa. I think he played pretty well last year, and you still got Paul DeJong there. So I know he didn't do great last year, but could you maybe try and get him to bounce back? Trevor Story, yeah, he'd be a great fit with the Cardinals. So I think a lot of people, I think they see the Nolan Arenado and the Trevor Story connection, but that's a ton of money for the left side of your infield. I mean, that is nuts. That's a lot of money. So I don't know. But what else we got here in the chat? 21034 Hernando, Robbie Ray to the Angels. They always need some pitching. Yeah, Aiden Whitling. Yeah, trust me, I've been showing a lot of love to iTalk Studios. I've been showing a lot of love to iTalk Studios tonight. He has been hitting on some of these tweets. Let me actually see if I can go. So yeah, you mentioned he actually said here, iTalk Studios said Kevin Gausman likely headed to the Blue Jays. He said this at 11:09 a.m. this morning, and it indeed happened. He said Corey Kluber heading to the Rays. He tweeted that last night. And it happened today. He reported Michael Chavis getting traded to the Red Sox. He was the first one to report it. That happened at the trade deadline. Brian Batista just subscribed. What's going on? And then he said here, Marcus Stroman close to a deal with the St. Louis Cardinals. So, gonna have to wait and see on that one. What else are we saying? Orioles, did you hear about Schwarber going to lunch with Davey Martinez? Could be an indication. The Nats, they've literally come out and said that they would not be opposed, to bringing back Kyle Schwarber. That he's a good player. What else are we saying? Did Kem Rosenthal tweet? Uh-oh. We got a Kem Rosenthal tweet, everyone. Kem Rosenthal, what are you saying? Give me the goods. There's no new tweets. This was 8 minutes ago. Yeah, we already looked at this one. We already looked at that one. Morosi. What is Morosi saying? No, that's Martino. Max Scherzer and the Mets are close to finalizing a multi-year deal. Source confirms. Oh boy. Everyone, put your fun pants on because we're about to get a deal between the New York Mets and Max Scherzer. Stroman in Boston gaining traction. Are they? Is Marcus Stroman? Are they? Somewhere in the world right now, Marcus Stroman is offended that the Mets it's a solid tweet. I'm liking that. Oh, Marcus Stroman. Poor Marcus Stroman. Is that gaining traction? Like, Red Sox? Oh, what is happening here? Wait, no, that's fake. Wait, whoa. That's not the real Jeff Passan. Nope, you're not going to get me. Who is Cole Jones? Who is this? That's not real. No. Dang it. You got me. I was about to say, I don't really want Marcus Stroman with the Red Sox. Dang it. You almost got me. Cole Jones. Ugh. I got played on one of these last year. I'm not even kidding. It was so embarrassing. I saw one of these fake tweets. I forget what his name was. His name was like, what was his name? But he said someone got traded. I don't remember what it was. And I thought it was real. And I did a video on it and it was horrible. It was so bad. It was the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. Oh my God. Cole Jones, you're killing me. Fake Jeff Passan. Dang it. All right, back to Max Scherzer. If the Red Sox got Max Scherzer, if they got Marcus Stroman, he's very outspoken. I don't know, he seems to get offended about a lot of things, but I guess I wouldn't hate it, I guess. Middle of the rotation kind of a guy. Kem Rosenthal reports growing indications. What was the last tweet we just looked at? Was that Morosi? Yeah, it was Morosi, right? Max Scherzer and the Mets are close to finalizing a multi-year deal. Oh, man. This is gonna be crazy. The Cubs are trending. Why are the Cubs trending? Well, I mean, I always love seeing this dumb picture. The guy with he looks like either a finger or like a worm. I don't even know what this guy is, but he's poking a stick at something and he says, "Come on, do something." I don't know what's going on with the Cubbies, but hey, the team of the night, the team of the weekend, the New York Mets. I mean, what if this ends up happening? What a weekend for the New York Mets. And you had the whole thing with Steven Matz. Steve Cohen got extremely ticked off about it. And then he ends up going out and signing Starling Marte, Eduardo Escobar, Mark Canha, and now Max Scherzer. Don't make Steve Cohen upset. You literally, Steven Matz, what have you done? What have you done? Steven Matz and your agent, what did you just do? You just woke up the beast. Steve Cohen literally just turned into George Steinbrenner. This was Steven Matz and your agent. You did this. You did this. This is your fault. I hope you're watching this, Steven Matz. 720 people in the chat. You did this. You made Steve Cohen very, very unhappy. Because look what the heck he did over this past weekend. Holy cow. How much money did this guy... I mean, if you add up Max Scherzer's deal, I mean, whatever this deal ends up being, what is this going to be? $160 million? That is going to be nuts. I mean, what did Starling Marte sign for? That was $80 million? Starling Marte contract. What did he sign for? 4 years, 78. So let's just say whatever, 120, 78. What did Eduardo Escobar get? Like 20 million? What did Mark Canha get? Like 23? One second, everyone. Sorry, I was having a crisis to deal with right there. But here we go. So Starling Marte, 78 million. Sorry, everyone. I'm getting a couple of tweets here. Hold on one second. Here we go. So this is going to be easily what, 250 million that you just spent this weekend? 250 million? Are you kidding me? That's insane. Absolutely insane. I cannot believe Max Scherzer. I cannot believe this. Like, I'm thinking in my head, this guy's going back to the Dodgers. He's going to finish his career with the Dodgers. I mean, maybe he goes to another West Coast team. You know, reports were saying that he liked it out there. I'm going to be honest. I don't think he once thought the Mets were going to come at him with this kind of a deal. I don't think he thought this. Who would have thought this? Who is out there right now thinking someone's going to come after me with $40 million? No one thought this at all. I don't think Max Scherzer even expected this. I think he thought, yeah, I can get a, good lump sum of change right there. But yeah, $40 million. Are you kidding me? Talon Trotman, what is going on? Do you think the Braves or the Rays are going to do anything? Well, hey, the Rays made their move, Talon. They got Corey Kluber. Their offseason's done. They've spent all their money. That's all the Rays have. I think you could see the Rays make a couple of more moves. I think the Rays, they need to add starting pitching at the end of the day. They were very thin on that. So the Braves, on the other hand, I think you could add maybe a righty for the bullpen. A very good set of lefties in that bullpen. But I thought Kevin Gausman would have been a nice addition for the Atlanta Braves, but going to the White Sox. So, with that infield defense, I thought Kevin Gausman would have been a really nice fit. But, hey, I think for the Braves, what's going to happen with Marcell Ozuna? Are you going to get him back? If you get Marcell Ozuna back and he gets back to his old ways, that's a pretty good addition right there. But I can maybe see the Braves add some pitching depth. I could see something like that. But they got some guys in the minor leagues. So, Evan, did I say Gausman? I'm sorry. I meant to say Graveman. Sorry, I said Kevin Gausman. I meant to say Kendall Graveman. I thought that would have been good. Joel Sherman. What are we saying? 734 people in the chat. Oh, we got a new guy here. A new guy. Teams pursuing Robbie Ray. Tigers, Twins, Giants, Angels. Where are the Blue Jays? So are the Blue Jays out on Robbie Ray? Are they out on Robbie Ray? Wow. Okay. So no indication that the Blue Jays want to bring Robbie Ray back. Wow. They really went out and got Kevin Gausman. And they just said, all right, see you later to Robbie Ray. Honestly, out of these teams, I might be picking the surprise one here. I think the Twins would be huge. I think if the Twins could get Robbie Ray, I think that would be massive. They have like no starting pitching. They still have a pretty decent team. You just locked up Byron Buxton. You know, if he can stay healthy, that's awesome for your lineup. They still have some good guys in that lineup. I think the Twins are going to have a bounce back year. They had a bad season this past year, but they had some talent. They just didn't have good starting pitching. If Robbie Ray, if you can get him, I think that'd be huge. Obviously, the Angels would be huge. The Giants would be great. I mean, you just lost Kevin Gausman. I mean, now you're basically trading Kevin Gausman for Robbie Ray at that point. Obviously, the Tigers would be massive. Bring Robbie Ray back to the Tigers. Can we all hop on that bandwagon? Could we all hop on the bandwagon to get him back to Detroit? Does anyone remember that he used to be with the Detroit Tigers? And the Rangers. Let's get Robbie Ray to the Rangers. Are you kidding me? Let's do it. Let's do it. What do we got here? What do we got? Anything? No spamming in the chat. Come on here. See, what am I telling you? It's another Mets fan that's spamming in the chat. It's another Mets fan, the Calfneck Army. They've returned. Andrew Friedman will make some good moves. Yeah. I think the Dodgers, they'll make a couple of moves. But all right. We're back on Max Scherzer watch. According to John Morosi, sorry. He said it's getting close. It's getting close. Multi-year deal. I just want to see what this is going to be. I need to see what this deal is going to be. Could you imagine 4 years, $165 million? I would lose my mind. Aiden Whitting, Nick Castellanos to the Royals. Could use a bat. Castellanos to the Rays. Hey, could be nice for the DH spot. What a lineup that would be. Castellanos on the Rays? Are you kidding me? What else we got here? Baseball Homer. I know someone called 911. Where is Chaim Bloom? Chaim Bloom, he's at the Ross Dress for Less. He's looking for the bargains. He's looking for the value. Could you imagine? What is Chaim Bloom? I want to know, what does Chaim Bloom drive? He probably is that guy. He goes out there. He goes gets a used car. You know, Chaim Bloom, I would not be surprised if Chaim Bloom drives like a 2000 Toyota Corolla. That sounds like, am I wrong about that? Chaim Bloom, can you please tell me what car you drive? Can you please confirm whether or not you drive a new Mercedes or a 1999 Toyota Corolla? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I feel like I could see Chaim Bloom driving a Toyota Corolla. But hey, they're good on gas. Just saying. It's good value. What else are we saying? I mean, Jason, you got a point. 2004 Prius. I mean, I could see Chaim Bloom driving that. That guy is banking on the gas savings. Any word on Stroman? Unreliable Productions. The last thing we heard about Marcus Stroman from iTalk Studios, he tweeted out earlier today that he was getting close to a deal with the St. Louis Cardinals. So, at this point, I don't think he's going back to the Mets. Here we go. Has Steve Cohen tweeted anything? What has he said? Oh, come on, Steve. I don't want you saying Happy Thanksgiving. I want you saying Happy Max Scherzer Day. Here we go. Caleb Allbritton. As a Rays fan, seeing Chaim sign Walker after a year with the Rays is pure comedy. I know, right? I think it's pretty funny. It's funny. Chaim Bloom, man. He just has so many connections with the Rays. It's crazy. Chester the thank you, Caleb, for the super chat. Thank you. Chester the Chicken Eater. First of all, this feels like trade deadline stream. Yeah. It's crazy, right? 700 people in the chat. You guys are amazing. The trade deadline stream We got up to 1,500 people in that. 1,500 people. So, Chester, you think if Scherzer leaves the Dodgers, then they'll find a way to keep Corey Seager? I wouldn't be surprised if Corey Seager goes back. Wouldn't be surprised. Hasib, Chris Bryant to Toronto. I mean, maybe. You could put Biggio at second, put Chris Bryant at third. Frederick, what's going on? You might have talked about it earlier. What do you think about Gausman signing? I think it's huge. I think Kevin Gausman, huge addition. Obviously, anywhere he was going to go. I thought the best fit for him was the San Francisco Giants. Obviously, he kind of really elevated his game with the Giants, and I thought he would have been, great to stay there. Him and Logan Webb, 1-2 punch. I thought that would have been great for the next few years. And then you add maybe another guy. I think that could have been really good. Ian Kunle, Allen, Castellanos to the White Sox. That'd be huge. Talon Trotman, maybe Marcus Stroman to the Braves. I think that'd be a nice starter for them to have. Anything on Schwarber? We haven't heard anything about Schwarber. Nahawand. Check. Sorry, don't forget, everyone, I dropped my iPad the other day, and the whole screen just completely cracked. So I'm having to look through some little cracks here. Check Joe Pantorno. Here we go. What are we saying? Source on Scherzer. I think it's done. God, we're just getting I think it's close. It's like all these things that are saying that it's done, but not quite. So, gonna have to wait and see. Someone said the Yankees are trending. The Yankees. What are the Yankees doing? The Yankees doing anything? Nothing on the Yankees. Perfect gift for the Yankees this offseason. When the Yankees decide to show up to free agency. Perfect. Perfect. What else we got? Back to Max Scherzer. That's why you all are here. That's why all 742 of you are here. Max Scherzer, what are we doing? Update. Max Scherzer and the Mets are on the verge of finalizing a deal. Anything unforeseen happens, or unless anything unforeseen happens, Scherzer is coming to the Mets. Michael Byron, if healthy, Jacob deGrom, Max Scherzer form the best 1-2 punch in baseball. Absolutely. Absolutely. MLB trade rumors. Let's see. Here we go. Yep. This is what we read earlier. Mets are nearing a multi-year deal. Who predicted Max Scherzer going to the Mets? Who predicted that? Probably Draftnik, Mark. Miles England, what does this mean for the Dodgers? Could you go out and get a guy? Maybe Robbie Ray. Could you go out and get someone like that? One of the top guys on the market? Could you bring in a Marcus Stroman? I think that could be, you could see one of those guys maybe go there. Don't forget, you are getting Trevor Bauer back. Johnny Knoxville, Carlos Correa didn't sign with the Red Sox. Would I hate that though? I guess I wouldn't hate it. Who would play second? Would you move Bogarts or Correa over to second? I'd probably move Bogarts over to second in that way. Chester, could you imagine if this turns into a LOL Mets? That'd be nuts. Orioles, Scherzer to the Mets is almost as disrespectful to the Nationals as Harper was. Hopefully in Scherzer's press conference, he says he wants to bring a title back to DC as well. Chester, Johnny Knoxville. Oh, Mr. Man, Javier Baez signed with the Yankees, huh? Decent. Could the Braves trade for Luis Castillo, Jackson Williams? Yeah, they got prospects. I think that'd be huge. That'd That'd be awesome. 775 people in the chat. What is going on? Everyone, if you can, hit that like button for me. Hit that like button for me. We're at 462 likes, everyone. We are so close to 500 likes. We're trying to get to 20K by opening day. If there's anyone new in the chat, think about subscribing. We're trying to get to 20K by opening day. What do we got here? Also, moderators. Orioles, thank you for moderating the chat right now. I appreciate that. Yeah, Jackson Williams again. I think the Braves could trade for Castillo. I mean, it's never, wouldn't count that out. I could see them maybe kicking the tires a little bit. I mean, Trey Switzer. I mean, they got Andrew Heaney. You don't need Max Scherzer. You got Andrew Heaney for the back end of the rotation. The Dodgers are fine. It's Gears. Sonny Gray. I would love him in Boston. Good middle of the rotation guy. Jeremy Roden, do I see Kershaw to the Rangers? Absolutely, I predicted that, but because I predicted that, it's not going to come true. I'm terrible at predictions. Johan, 775 viewers. We're getting close to 800 people in the chat, everyone. 800 people. Can we get to 1,000 people in the chat? Oh, man. Charles YT, what do I think Mark is going to be like? I think Giraffe Neck Mark, when Max Scherzer officially signs with the Mets, I think Giraffe Neck Mark, he's going to rip his pants off. He's going to run outside. He's going to scream at the top of his lungs. He's going to wake up all of his neighbors. His neighbors are going to tell him to shut up. He's going to keep running around. He's probably going to, I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to go buy some bottles of champagne, and he's just going to pop them all off. I think he's just going to go crazy. And, yeah. But, hey, I would go crazy, too, if we got Max Scherzer. I would go crazy, too. Landry Jackson, $2 super chat. How do I know Bauer's coming back? I mean, at this point, I guess you don't really know. But didn't he exercise his option? Did I see that? I feel like he's coming back, right? Because I know he has a player option, right? I mean, at this point, he still actually is technically on. He's on the ban list or whatever it's called. So they haven't officially reinstated him. They haven't really had any conclusion on that case. But with Trevor Bauer making, all of these YouTube videos, he's practically said that this case is going to just get thrown away. I just think there's not enough evidence really to prove that Bauer did anything. Sure, it doesn't look great, but they've also provided, tweets from, conversations where it kind of helps him out, so love or hate Trevor Bauer. I just don't think there's really going to be enough. I think he's just going to eventually come back. He's back to making YouTube videos now. So sounds like he's probably going to come back. So, oh my goodness. Steve Cohen, everyone. Steve Cohen. Steve Steinbrenner is in the chat. Evan Forster has just subscribed. Welcome, welcome. Steve Cohen, everyone, is in the chat. He just said, "What's up, haters?" Again, Steven Matson, your agent. This is your fault. You just made Steve Cohen mad. You don't want to make Steve Cohen mad. You just made him mad. You just woke up the beast. And Steve Cohen just completely went crazy this past weekend. Just went crazy. Steve Cohen, put some respect on my name, Bing Bong. Oh, man. Decent. Man, oh, man. But let's see. Anything else new? We're trying to sit here until we can get an official signing. Yeah, Chris G. Yeah, we talked about the Kevin Gausman deal earlier, but I can pull up the Blue Jays roster. Have they updated this yet? I'm sure it's going to look rather nice with Kevin Gausman in the roster. Oh, yeah. On the roster, Kevin Gausman has been officially added. Look at this rotation right now. Man, if you can just get Robbie Ray back. Chad Dubb has just subscribed. What is going on? Just get Robbie Ray back, and you have the most nasty 1 through 5 rotation. I mean, good grief. I feel like at this point, when I look at this rotation, unless Alek Manoah takes another step forward, I just see a rotation full of twos. You know, I think Jose Barrios is a really good number 2. I think Kevin Gausman's a number 2. I think Hyun-Jin Ryu's a number 2. Alek Manoah just had his rookie season, so who knows what he's going to end up doing. Could he end up turning into the ace of your staff? The Lonely Wolf, who howls alone at the moon, has just donated $2. You see the Braves getting another picture or no? Let's take a look at the Atlanta Braves. We're on Max Scherzer watch, everyone. We're on Max Scherzer watch. But thank you, Lonely Wolf, for the super chat. I mean, you could use another starting pitcher. I don't see why not. I mean, what's going to happen with Soroka? Is he going to be able to come back? I don't know, but I feel like another starting pitcher would be nice to add. You know, I don't think you need to go crazy and go, get like if you can go get Robbie Ray, I think that'd be insane. That'd be really good. But I think, I think you could add a middle of the rotation kind of a guy for the Braves. I think that'd be nice. But obviously, if you can go get a top level guy, honestly, Marcus Stroman, I think he'd be pretty good, with that infield. Mets for Life is just subscribed. What's going on? Oh, what's going on? Andy Martino. Uh-oh. Do we have the official? Oh, wait. Is this like an official thing? Talking baseball? Is this like... It doesn't look like it's an official thing. I mean, it's going to be official, but... Andy Martino. According to source... Oh, my God. $42 million per year. $42 million per year. Did I heard, I know I said it earlier. I said 165 over 4. Oh my God. Could you imagine? That is nuts. iTalk Studios, check him. What is iTalk Studios saying? What did he say? Jan Gomes close to joining the Pirates. Close to joining the Pirates. What is Foolish Baseball saying? What is Foolish Baseball saying? Fantastic Twitter account, everyone. If you need to follow some baseball. I mean, obviously the YouTube channel as well, but he puts out some funny tweets. Oh, Foolish Baseball. God. Anyway. Christopher Burgos just subscribed. What's going on? Dude, this tweet of Max Scherzer is so funny. Oh my God. Pounding fist on table. Max Scherzer player manager. Let's do it. Honestly, Max Scherzer's making, more than like so many of these guys combined on the team. Can we just make Max Scherzer the player manager? Can we please make that happen? Oh my God. Chris G, do you think Scherzer will be healthy? I mean, he's found a way to be healthy. He's found a way to be healthy. I have to retweet this. Foolish Baseball, that was one of the best tweets I've ever seen. Thank you so much for that. Chad Dub, $5 super chat. Hey, new to the party here. See the Cardinals doing any big signings? Well, hey, according to iTalk Studios, they were in on Marcus Stroman, and it's looking like they were getting close to a deal at one point. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. So if the Cardinals can get Marcus Stroman, he gets a lot of ground balls. I mean, with that infield defense, I mean, come on. That's not bad. What else are we saying? Was someone saying here to check someone? Juana Man, Steve the Drunken Sailor Cohen. Honestly, could you imagine if Steve Cohen right now, he's just pounding shots right now? Just give Scherzer $45 million. Just $45 million. I hate Steven Matz. Just get $45 million for Scherzer per year. It's fine. I'll write the check. It's fine. Just pounding just shots of whiskey. Honestly, can we just do that, please? Here we go. Kem Rosenthal, are you saying anything? Nothing from Kem Rosenthal. Steve Cohen, I'm actually with Scherzer right now. I'll be honest, like, you know what? If you were actually the real Steve Cohen, I would lose my mind. But we never know. We never know. Are you actually the real Steve Cohen? How hilarious would that be? I'm going to just say you're the real Steve Cohen. I'm going to say it. He's got to call his real estate agent. I mean, it's not a bad idea, Steve Cohen. He's got to go get himself a nice luxury apartment with the $42 million per year that he's going to get paid. Are you kidding me? Alex H. Straight Everclear. Ugh. No. Oh, God. Nope. I'm a whiskey kind of a man. I like the strong taste of whiskey. Eason, Yan Gomes to the Pirates. I mean, I thought Yan Gomes would have been a good fit for the Yankees, to be honest. What are the Yankees doing? Are the Yankees going to make any moves? I mean, wasn't it earlier in the offseason a couple of weeks ago, the Yankees were looking like the kings of the offseason? Looking like they were going to go get Matt Olson. That never happened. All right, what's the latest here? We got anything? What is the latest? What is the latest? Oh, some of you saying great stream tonight. Appreciate that. Here we go. Elsewhere in free agency, I'm told Robbie Ray is not close to a decision. His formal meeting with the Angels, a top suitor, has yet to take place. 30 minutes ago, Morosi saying they're close to finalizing a deal. Joel Sherman, Starling Marte is a terrific player, and if the Mets get their way, he becomes an appetizer. I guess that makes Canna Escobar amuse-bouche. Sorry, I've been so busy that I haven't eaten since breakfast. Who's still delivering? Joel Sherman, I'm right there with you. I might have to get something delivered here. Am I gonna order something here live on the stream? You guys gonna help me, order something here on like Uber Eats? I might have to order something. I'm not even kidding. E-Rock TV, what is going on? I like to assume Cohen is only going after Scherzer because he's from St. Louis. Oh, that's hilarious. E-Rock TV. That's so funny. I didn't even make that connection. E-Rock TV. Oh my God. That's so funny. What a connection that is. Steve Cohen lost Steve Matz to the Cardinals. Max Scherzer is from St. Louis, so he just gets Max Scherzer. That's pretty funny. Oh, man. Not bad. Not bad. Honestly, angry Steve Cohen is my favorite because he just goes and spends everything. Chris G, thoughts on pineapple pizza? Not bad. I'm okay. I'm all about pineapple on pizza. I don't know what the big deal is. I mean, why do people hate pineapple on pizza so much? Put some bacon on it as well, and then you got something. I think pineapple on pizza is fantastic. Zachary Goldstein, Mad Max to make $50 million. Is it? No, it's not. Is it $50 million? Is it? The last we saw was 42. Of course, he's represented by Scott Boras. I forgot about that. Based on multiple reports from earlier tonight, Scherzer may be on the verge of signing the largest average annual value contract in baseball history. The lonely wolf who howls alone at the moon. There's no way Mets don't regret that much. I mean, could you, if you're the Mets and you sign Max Scherzer to 4-year, 170 million, do you end up regretting that deal? I mean, Oh, okay, Zachary. I was about to say, like, are you seeing that 50 million somewhere? Mr. Man, I'm 5 years old. My fastball, 130 miles an hour. Decent. Not bad. Max Scherzer. I mean, do you regret this deal in 3 years down the road? I mean, this is just nutty to me. Like, that is so much money. And as much as I love Max Scherzer, the guy is an absolute psychopath. And I think he's hilarious. Like when he's just like, he's like literally cursing on the mound. I think it's so funny. But the one thing with Scherzer, for the most part, he has been able to be very durable. I mean, really, go back to 2009. He has made, besides 2019, he has made at least 30 starts a season. 27 starts in 2019. 2020 was a short season. 30 starts in 2021. This guy is extremely durable. Sure, he's had to miss some starts, here and there, but Max Scherzer has been incredibly durable. So, yeah, he's 37 years old. You know what here's what I think of. If I were to compare Max Scherzer to someone, I would compare him to Randy Johnson. Like that same age where you're still making a ton of starts. You're still incredibly valuable. You're still at the top of your game. I mean, look at Randy Johnson in his, the years when he was 37 years old. Randy Johnson was 37 in 2001. This guy, he was 38 in 2002, and he went 24-5 with a 2.32 ERA, 260 innings. Randy Johnson was out of his mind going back to this time. I mean, I think Max Scherzer is the modern day Randy Johnson. I really think that. Maybe not. Johnson was still just throwing gas at this age. But really, I really think if I were to compare anyone, with Max Scherzer, I think he's just like how Randy Johnson was. Randy Johnson was still dominant, 38, 39. He was 40 years old. And I think, honestly, Randy Johnson, he should have won the Cy Young in 2004. This guy was absolutely out of his mind. He had a 2.30 FIP. He had a 2.60 ERA. He had 290 strikeouts. How did he not win the Cy Young in 2004? I have no idea. And then he went to the Yankees. Was okay in that first year with the Yankees. Actually, no, he was pretty good. Then he, after that, just kind of meh. So, but Scherzer again, he's almost 38. So Randy Johnson, we've seen 38 years old, won the Cy Young that year. 2003 he was good. 2004 he was good. I think they're kind of looking at it like, hey, he reminds you of Randy Johnson. So I think in the end, honestly, if you're the Mets, I think you end up, I'm just saying, I don't know. The way Max Scherzer has been able to be, stay durable, I really think he is going to keep it going. So he doesn't miss a lot of starts every single year. The least he's had going back to 2009 was 27 in 2019. Yeah, he had a dead arm this past year. The guy was pitching like a lunatic, for the Dodgers. So probably wore himself out. But, I think with the Mets, Max Scherzer, I think you need him. I think you really need him. Let's go to the Mets rotation. Let's go take a look at this again. New York Mets. Andrew Gwynn, what did iTalk Studios say? iTalk Studios right now, he's a good one to go follow. He has a great YouTube channel. He's been killing it on Twitter. I think we saw this earlier. Yan Gomes, yeah, that's what we looked at earlier. MLB trade rumors. What's going on, MLB trade rumors? So the last thing that we had was about not too long ago. Let me actually go here. We're just waiting for some kind of an official announcement. 38 minutes ago, they were close to finalizing a multi-year deal. So, haven't really heard anything. Oh, we got a super chat. Bryce McIntyre, $4.99 super chat. Bryce McIntyre, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Appreciate the $4.99. Jack Slowick, no, Dodgers are in on Stroman. I wonder if the Dodgers do end up becoming, emerging for Marcus Stroman. I wonder. Bryce McIntyre didn't send my message, but Randy Johnson, 98 Astros second half. Yeah, Randy Johnson, one of my favorite pitchers of all time. I mean, that dude was just so dominant, just so dominant. That year that he had, what was it, 1998 when he went to the Houston Astros? He was insane. 10-1. A 1.28 ERA. Are you kidding me? Look, it's 12 strikeouts per 9. 0.4 home runs per 9 with the Astros. That dude was just insane. Absolutely insane. 1998 total, he had 329 strikeouts. Look at these numbers. From 1999 to 2002. Look at these numbers. He averaged from these 4 years a 20-7 record, 35 starts a season, a 2.53 FIP, 12 strikeouts per 9. That is nasty. Let me go back to Max Scherzer here. What has he averaged in the last 3 seasons? The last 3 seasons, Scherzer has a 2.77 FIP, 12 strikeouts per 9. Very similar numbers to how Randy Johnson was. Very similar numbers. Just absolutely insane. What are you guys saying here in the chat? What are you guys saying here? Keeping an eye out here for Max Scherzer, close to signing with the New York Mets. Haven't really seen anything. I got to close out some of these tabs. All these tabs are just killing me right now. I have way too many tabs open. There we go. We're free of the tabs. Alrighty. Andy Martino, let's go and check on Mr. What the heck did I just click? Do you see what MLB Trade Rumors just did here? They didn't fully link Andy Martino's Twitter, and they linked Andy Martin. MLB Trade Rumors are killing me. John Morosi, last thing we really saw was that they were just close. Not really seeing anything new. Just waiting for a done deal. I really wish they would announce something here. What are you guys saying here in the chat? Let's see here. What are you guys saying here in the chat? Howard Cole. Who is Howard Cole? Oh, okay. With Scherzer and Gausman off the board, I expect the Dodgers to make a run at Marcus Stroman. At the same time, I'm afraid they might grab Robbie Ray instead. I mean, I'm just kind of speculating here. Nothing really official. So, wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, honestly, you need to go get a guy. I think Robbie Ray would be a good guy to have. So, Leo78, did I Talk Studios? Did he tweet something else? No, they're not. Marlins and the Yankees are in talks for a trade involving Gary Sanchez. Stop it. John Boy and Jake right now are crying themselves to sleep. John Boy, where are you at? I know you're in tears right now over this. Get Gary Sanchez the heck out of New York. I mean, seriously. Wow. Gary Sanchez. Out of New York, man. Honestly, that guy needs a fresh start somewhere. That guy needs a fresh start. Go get into the Marlins. They could use a bat. Gary Sanchez would not be a bad idea. Huge. Huge. Everyone, go follow iTalk Studios. He's been killing it. He's not saying a trade is done, but he's saying that they're in talks. He has been killing it. He's got a source that he is on fire. He is absolutely on fire. If we go back here, he said earlier today Kevin Gausman was going to be likely heading to the Blue Jays. He tweeted out yesterday, Corey Kluber close to a deal with the Tampa Bay Rays. Right? He tweeted out yesterday as well, I'm hearing Kevin Gausman is heading to Toronto. So he actually tweeted out Kevin Gausman yesterday. Yeah, he was saying he got the Kevin Gausman, Corey Kluber stories right. He heard Marcus Stroman close to a deal with the Cardinals. Now, I'm wondering, because the Dodgers are now losing out on, because they're losing out now on Max Scherzer from what it's looking like, could the Dodgers emerge as a team for Marcus Stroman? The lonely wolf who howls alone at the moon. What if Steve Cohen does all this and doesn't win? LOL Mets, right? LOL Mets. Dude, D Plays 9, iTalk Studios is killing it. He is killing it. Lonely Wolf howls alone at the moon. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. We're looking for some kind of an official announcement on Max Scherzer. Here we go. Not seeing anything as of right now. Oh, man, we were going crazy with these tweets earlier, man. And now just not seeing anything. It's gone completely dead. I'm guessing that means they're just ironing out the details at this point. Back to 700 people in the chat. Everyone, thank you so much. Did we get to 500 likes? Hey, we got to 500 likes, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Houston, Texas Dave, where is Correa signing? You know, honestly, I'm still thinking the Tigers. I still think he ends up with the Tigers. If I were to, do crystal ball here, kind of read into what's going on, I'm thinking Correa, he's talked with the Tigers. They've had talks, but he's kind of just looking around the market right now. He knows he has something probably from the Tigers. He basically said, yeah, you know what? I'm going to look at some other offers, And because you were seeing the Tigers, they were talking with Javier Baez. And so who knows? Who knows what's going on right now? But right now, it's just looking crazy right now. Just for Scherzer, the market is in on Scherzer right now. Everyone is just waiting to see what happens. I wonder if other teams are jumping in. I wonder if any teams are jumping in at the last second and they're just thinking, hey, do we try and, does another team go close to this? Could another team approach that? What if the Dodgers came out with like 38, 39 million per year? Said, hey, we can't offer that, but we can do, 38. You want to stay with us for the next 3 seasons? Nick's Adventures, what is going on? Thank you for subscribing. 1 second, everyone. 1 second, everyone. I need to respond to a text here. One second, everyone. Okay. Marcus A., seriously, what happened to the Yankees in free agency? I mean, what happened? The Yankees, I feel like, do this every single year. You know, it's like, what are they doing? I mean, the Mets are being what the Yankees used to be. You know, they're just throwing money everywhere. Yeah, Tremont Productions. I was saying that earlier. Steve Fryson just subscribed. What's going on, my friend? George, hey, Steve Stive. I can't talk. Steve Steinbrenner is what I'm gonna start calling him. Dustin Jurgens. The Yankees are doing nothing. Beat and cozy. Duh! Yankees lose. The Yankees just can't get anyone, man. I don't know what it is. Hey, the Mets, they're showing you right now what the Yankees used to do. They wanted someone, they threw the money at them. Jameson Meza, what's going on? Come on sometime today, Junior. Share some breaking news. Let's let it be for tonight. I know, right? Can we just, because here's what's going to happen. I'm going to get off here, and it's just going to break. You know, as soon as I hop off, it's going to break. You know? Yeah, Manny DeProfit. No one wants to play for the Yankees. It's crazy. It's crazy. Tristan Ibarra, what are the Dodgers going to do? I think, honestly, if you're the Dodgers, I think you got to go out and go get a guy. Robbie Ray, Marcus Stroman. Go get one of those guys. You know, or do you just count on what you have? You know, good chance I think you're going to get Trevor Bauer back. Tremont Productions, Mets now need to re-sign Baez, get a competent manager. Honestly, I wonder if the Mets have an idea of who they're going to bring in as a manager. Because if you're Max Scherzer, I mean, Max Scherzer's been doing this a long time. You know, you got to think, if you're Max Scherzer, he's probably wondering, he's been talking with the Mets. All right, listen, I know you guys are offering me a lot of money, but come on, who's our manager? Who do we got? What are we doing? You know, what's your game plan? I think Scherzer probably wants to know that. You know, who is the manager going to be? They don't have a manager. Steve Cohen, he's on it. He's in the chat. He says, I got you guys. Zuko25 just subscribed. What's going on? Christian Kirk. Phillies get Robbie Ray? Maybe. I don't think they need starting pitching, really. But never hurts. Speaking is hard. It never hurts to add a guy like that. I feel like Correa, Story, Seager, Baez are all going to get taken up by other teams, and the Yankees are going to get left at the altar because they were cheap. Are the Yankees going to just stop being cheap for once? Are they going to stop being cheap? Rosenthal. What did Rosenthal say? Kem Rosenthal. Hasn't said anything in the last hour. Anything on Max Scherzer. Last thing we had was that they were close. Last thing they had was that they were close. You know, DJ Falone, I wonder if the Yankees do surprise some people. I wonder if they do surprise some people, you know, and they end up doing something like that. You know, signing someone like a Robbie Ray. I think they need a number 2 guy for the rotation. You know, I think they need someone like that. Oh, we got a super chat. Angel Nunziato, what do you think of Frazier to the Mariners? I love the move. I love it. I like Adam Frazier a lot. He didn't do great with the Padres last year, but I think, honestly, they needed a guy. They need some more offense for that lineup. They need consistent hitters. Adam Frazier, when he was with the Pirates last year, a very consistent hitter. You know, after he went to the Padres, not so much, but overall, Adam Frazier had a good year last year. I like that move. They didn't have to give up a lot for Adam Frazier, but I like the move a lot. So, Angel, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Really appreciate that. Nahawand, iTalk Studios with a follow-up. iTalk is killing it tonight. The Yankees are moving Gary Sanchez. So is this happening? Is this happening? Emmanuel Lopez just subscribed. Well, thank you for subscribing. Oh, man. The Yankees moving Gary Sanchez, I think, needs to happen. Needs to happen. One second, everyone. Dealing with another crisis here. Hold on one second. But yeah, getting back to Gary Sanchez, I think you got to move him. This guy has just not. He's not been a great option for you at catcher. He's not. I think this is a guy. I don't know why the Yankees. They just have like this obsession. You know, Gleyber Torres. They're like convinced this guy's your shortstop. It was obvious that this guy was not your shortstop. And they finally moved him to second base. It's like how do they not see these things? Like, I don't get it. And they did the same thing with Gary Sanchez. This guy is not your catcher. You know, and you just lost out on Yan Gomes to the Pittsburgh Pirates. You could have gotten Yan Gomes for nothing. Brian Cashman, what are you doing? You could have gotten somewhat like a cheap option like Yan Gomes. He would have improved your defense at catcher. What are you doing? I don't get it, man. Like, so now, finally, according to iTalk Studios, looking like you're going to trade Sanchez. It's about time. It's about time. You know? It's about time. E-Rock TV. Pretty sick, possibly the flu. I work 12 hours tomorrow. Oh, man. I am sorry about that. But at least the baseball stove is hot and Robbie is screaming. E-Rock TV. Hey, man. Hope you feel better soon, my friend. Hope you get better. When was the last time I had the flu? I think the last time I was like, I thought I had the flu. I actually had food poisoning because I was like dying. And then, yeah, after a day, I was like better. But feel better, my friend. Bryce McIntyre, Doug Rush on Twitter, E-Rock TV. Thank you so much, Bryce McIntyre. Thank you so much. What is Doug Rush saying? Who the heck is Doug Rush? Here we go. Update. Steve Cohen and Billy Epler have submitted their offer to Max Scherzer and his agent Scott Boras, which is likely 3 years, $126 million. The Mets are awaiting to hear back from Scherzer's camp. $126 million. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Oh, man. Steve Cohen, man, he is killing it in the chat. Give it up for Steve Cohen, everyone. He's making moves, submitting offers, historic offers, and he's in the chat here. Are you kidding me? Douglas Raw, I know, right? $42 million per season. It blows my mind. Blows my mind. Bubba Taco, Red Sox, Olsen? Nah, I don't think we end up getting, someone like Matt Olsen. Chaim Bloom, he would have to give up huge prospects for that. And right now the Red Sox are trying to rebuild their farm system. But they have Tristan Cassis waiting in the wings. So, do we have anything? Anything else on Max Scherzer? Tim Ryan has just subscribed. What's going on? The last thing we had was from Doug Rush. Oh, look at Jose Reyes tweeting, saying, Max Scherzer, please. Is this the actual Jose Reyes? Like, Jose. Okay, yeah. Honestly. Come on. Honestly, I'm excited for the Mets, man. I'm so sick of this Mets team just, like, not making the playoffs. Like, this team was just in the World Series back in 2015. Like, they've had good teams, and they're just such a letdown every single year. So, Miles, England, Scherzer is going to sleep on it, take the money, and go to the Mets, or stay with the Dodgers and win. You're not wrong there, Miles. I mean, honestly, like, Max Scherzer has made so much money in his career. So much money. Is this going to be worth it? Is this going to be worth it for him? Obviously money does talk. But does he want to go play in New York? It's 3 years. It just depends. Like, what does he want to do? Is the money really going to matter all that much, to him? Is he going to, if he gets an offer of $35 million per season from the Dodgers, 3 years, let's just say 3 years, 100, or 110, something like that, is 15, 20 million going to matter all that much to him? I know it's a lot of money, but he's already made millions. So, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, money talks, and I think he's going to take it. I mean, I don't see how you turn that down. It depends on what the next offer is. I want to know what the next offer is. What is the next highest? Is it 3 years 100? Is it 3 years 90? Is it 3 years like 95, somewhere in that range? That's what I want to know. How much more are the Mets offering him than the next team? I'm actually more curious about that. So, Jamison Meza, looks like nothing is going to happen tonight. Yeah, it's gotten dry. It's almost my bedtime, everyone. It's almost bedtime. I am tired. Everyone, if you can, hit the like button for me. We're at 538 likes, everyone. Can we get to 600 likes before the night is over? Steve Cohen, these scrubs can't match my offers. Steve Cohen is angry and he wants Max Scherzer. Big Worm, who's the Mets' new manager? I'm still kind of holding out hope for Carlos Beltran, to be honest with you. Still holding out hope. I hope they turn to him. Could you go to someone like a Brad Ausmus? I think they need a guy who's going to command respect. Luis Rojas was not the guy. He was not that guy. Tyler Wakalam, what will the Blue Jays do at second base now? You still got some options out there. The good thing is that they have someone. I know Kevin Biggio didn't have a great year last year, but he's still young. You can still get him turned around, and you could still play him at second or third. So you have the luxury of going after a third baseman or going after a second baseman. So you still got some guys, down in the minor leagues. You got Jordan Groshans there. So Angel Nunziato, Rangers spending spree is pretty bonkers. What are your thoughts? I mean, hey, you got to love it. If you're the Rangers, you want to get yourself back into contention, this is how you do it. You got to spend the money. If you're the Rangers, you're not really close. You want to accelerate the process, you're going to have to spend the money. So, simple as that. But I like what they're doing. That American League West right now is pretty wide open. The Astros right now, if they're going to be losing Carlos Correa, these teams, they smell blood. They know that they can compete. They know they can go out there and do something. The Angels are trying to make moves. These teams are tired of the Astros dominating that division. They've been dominating it now since 2017, 2016. So, these teams, they have to do something. They have to go out there and they got to spend the money. They got to present they got to make good presentations to these players to get them to come on board. So the Angels, they made some pretty nice moves so far. The Rangers obviously making some good moves today. John Gray, Marcus Semien. Could you go out and get a Trevor Story as well? Corey Seager possibly? I think you got to do that. The Oakland A's, they're probably looking like they're going into a straight rebuild. They still have their players. Who knows? Who knows what happens with the A's? At the end of the day, and the Seattle Mariners, obviously. How am I forgetting about the Mariners, The Mariners right now, they made a good move for Frazier. I like that move. But that West right now is pretty up in the air. The Astros, they're going to be really good again next year, I think. But you got 3 other teams here. Rangers. Oh, my God. Speaking is hard. The Rangers, the Angels, the Mariners, they're making some moves. So, Joel Sherman, what is he saying? Please, for the love of God, can you just say Max Scherzer signed? Teams left GM meetings earlier this month believing Scott Boras would sign his 3 big free agents before potential lockouts. Semien has done so with the Rangers. Scherzer getting close. Belief also is that Seager will sign by tomorrow, and the Rangers might pair him with Semien. It's in play. Wow. So basically, I predicted that the Rangers are going to have a big offseason. I just didn't get the right players. So, wow. Corey Seager to the Texas Rangers, man. Seager and Semien up the middle. Just wow. Wow. Not too bad if you ask me. And honestly, with Corey Seager, let's say you hang on to an Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Do you actually go put Seager at third? I think Falefa's the better glove. I think with Falefa, keep him at short. Put Seager at third. Really, I think you have to keep that good defense there. If you're gonna stick with Falefa. So if you end up getting Corey Seager, I say move him to third. I like good defense up the middle. So, but then Matty Ice. There's also Josh Jung. Is he gonna progress into something? So. Venezuela, Mariners fans pulling their hair out. I think they're going to make some moves. I think they'll end up making some good moves. They'd be silly if they didn't. They did get one guy with, you got Adam Frazier. So I think that's pretty solid. Unreliable Productions. Haven't heard anything about Clayton Kershaw. Michael Shaw, Max coming to Queens, baby. As of right now, it's looking good. I'm going to die laughing if he doesn't end up doing it. Bryson Van Vliet. I'm fine with Corey Seager. Him and Woodward have a good connection. Yep. So, they have a good relationship. So, that's definitely something to keep note of. I think with the Rangers, you just need to get some... You need to get some pitching. So, Family Atkinson. What about Seiya Suzuki? I think that's he's definitely a wild card out there. Our team's going to be able to get him signed. I would imagine if you want Seiya Suzuki, I still have not figured out what happens with Seiya Suzuki, because you have that 30-day, period or whatever it is after you've been posted. Does that matter, for the, for the posting or whatever? Does that put a freeze on it too if you go into a lockout? So, Zachary Goldstein, Midnight Scherzer is still... Oh, we got a new member. Big Worm, 198, 139 is a new member. Big Worm, thank you so much. If you go to the community tab on the channel, you'll find the link to the Discord, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Landon Eldridge, what's the latest on Castellanos? Nothing. Nothing is going on. Nothing is going on with Castellanos. I wish there was. Nothing new. Nothing new on Scherzer. Everyone, I might be tapping out here. It's already midnight. I got to work in the morning. Unfortunately, if I didn't have to work in the morning, I'd probably stay up until, for another hour or so and see if this is going to, do anything. But Angel Nunziato, how funny would it be if Castellanos went back to Detroit? I think it'd be hilarious. I mean, what a great bat that would be. What a great bat. Frankie Telez, what's going on with Olsen? You think he gets traded? I mean, I think if you're the Athletics, if you're really trying to just cut money everywhere you can, I mean, yeah. Oh, we got a new member. Tyler Bloodgood is officially a member of the channel. Tyler, thank you so much. Go find the link to the Discord under the community tab on my channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that, my friend. Boba Taco, check New York Mets tweet and replies. What are we doing here? Look at the Mets. They're just tweeting out. Should I tweet something at the Mets right now? I'm going to tweet something at the Mets. Hey, have Steve Cohen. Adam Eli's just subscribed. I need a link here. Where is the link? Where do I get the link? Hold on, let me come back to you guys here. I'm going to tweet at the Mets. Owen Gagnon has just subscribed. What's going on? How are we doing? Wow, we're almost at 16,000 subscribers, everyone. Thank you so much. Oh, whoops. Why is my screen not going back to the main screen? Oh, there we go. Hold on. Alrighty. I need to get the link. Shareable link. Okay, here we go. We're doing a tweet at the Mets, everyone. We're going to tweet at the Mets. Hey, Mets, come into the chat. Let's see if the Mets actually come in. Who thinks the Mets will actually come in? Evan Grant has the scoop. Evan Grant, what's going on? Logistically thinking... Oh, what's going on here? The lonely wolf who howls alone at the moon. The Pirates offer Max $10 million a year to be a closer. I mean, could you imagine? He just stuns the world and goes to the Pittsburgh Pirates as a player coach. I'd be all about it. Evan Grant, he said, Scherzer, Seager, share Scott Boras as a rep. Scherzer appears to be getting close to the Mets. Could see his focus shifting there for evening, leaving Seager's story and Rangers to be sorted out in the AM, but I get sense the Rangers are determined to add another middle infielder. I think so. I predicted the Rangers. I thought they were going to have a big offseason. So, I actually wonder now if the Dodgers don't, it's looking like Scherzer's going to the Mets now. So do the Dodgers bring back Kershaw? If you're not going to get Scherzer, you just bring back Kershaw now, right? So, Alyssa Schonecker, anything new on Robbie Ray? Unfortunately, no. We've heard a little bit. I just missed whoever just subscribed. I'm so sorry. An hour ago, Joel Sherman just said Tigers, Twins, Giants, Angels. and keep an eye on the Rangers. Very aggressive. So I think, honestly, people are asking, I've seen some people out there say, why would anyone want to go to the Texas Rangers? Well, Texas doesn't have state tax. The Rangers, in the state of Texas, that's not a bad place to live right now. There's a lot of people moving to Texas right now, in general. Just a lot of people are moving to Texas and Florida. There's no taxes, there's not a lot of, a lot of the mask mandates. And I know a lot of people don't want to be, wearing that kind of, wearing masks all the time, whatever. So, I think a lot of it, though, is just there's no state tax. So I think a lot of people are wanting to go to Texas. So, people are wondering, why would anyone want to go to the Rangers? I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think people might be drawn to that. So, oh, look at Jose Barrios here. Look at Jose Barrios tweeting out yesterday to Robbie Ray, I keep seeing you. Honestly. I still think they need to bring him back. They need to bring him back. What music am I playing right now? I don't know why that is shifting over to that. Watch, I'm going to get copyrighted. Oh my God. So, I don't know. Everyone, I'm not sure what's going on with Scherzer here. At this point, I think a deal is getting done. I think it's just a matter of, just getting the finer details worked out. Well, honestly, I wonder if there's incentives in this. I wonder if there's anything like options or anything. I just wonder, is another team going to come at Max Scherzer with a deal that's better than this? I just wonder. I wonder. Let's see. Yeah, Jeremy, that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of people, they have a desire to go move out there. Hey, Chris Rodriguez, man. Crazy day in the world of baseball, but I'm glad you made it here. Better late than never, my friend. Yeah, Shorts McDagger. Cards aren't going to sign a shortstop. I don't think they're going to. You have Sosa, Paul DeJong. I know DeJong had a down season last year, but I feel like they stick with him. Christian Morales, how did the Giants replace Gausman? Robbie Ray? Honestly. But if they're not going to pay Kevin Gausman that money, are they going to pay Robbie Ray that money? I don't know. I don't think they do. They wouldn't give Kevin Gausman, their own guy, that money. Robbie Ray, I feel like he can make more than Kevin Gausman. I think he's going to make somewhere in that ballpark. So what do the Giants do? I think they were tied to Alex Cobb last week. I haven't really heard anything else about that. So Braden Utke, any word on Stroman or Rodon? Earlier we had something about Marcus Stroman maybe getting close to a deal with the St. Louis Cardinals. Rodon, actually we haven't heard anything about Rodon. So Robert De Niro, do I think Max makes the decision tonight or tomorrow? It's getting late now. I feel like, knowing my luck, I'm going to end the stream here soon and he's going to sign. So I feel like we end up waking up to it. I think at this point, it's all but done. I don't think there's going to be any surprises here. Everyone in the baseball world is saying it's pretty much as close as it gets. Last year with Trevor Bauer, it was different with Trevor Bauer because he wanted to keep it under wraps because, he wanted to announce it on his YouTube channel. And, he did not like that John Heyman, broke the news. So, and then it ended up just being kind of a mess. And Bob Nightingale said he signed with the Mets, and so that was different. Trevor Bauer really tried hard to keep it under wraps. But, with this one, I don't think there's going to be any surprises here. I think it's going to get done. If this is the actual amount of money, this is nuts. I just don't see another team, unless someone is coming in at the last second here and making a close enough offer to where Scherzer is like really thinking about it. I think it just really comes down to, is he going to take is the money enough for him to go pitch on the East Coast to end his career? Because there were a lot of reports out there that Scherzer wanted to finish his career on the West Coast. So is iTalk Studios here? iTalk Studios, what's going on, man? How are we doing? iTalk Studios, he has been killing it tonight. He's been killing it. Is Gary Sanchez going somewhere? Can the Yankees just trade this guy? Can they just trade this guy? I mean, come on. The Yankees should have traded this guy like 3 years ago. So, iTalk Studios, you got anything? You got any of the goods, man? You got any of the goods? We've been checking on your on the Twitter, man. I mean, hey, if they move Gary Sanchez, I think that's great. I think they need to move on from this guy. So, man, iTalk Studios, man, you've been just killing it on the Twitter tonight, man. Hey, good work from you, my friend. Good work. Let's see. Hey, Sarah Small, man. You know, Stroman on the Cardinals, I think he would be a great fit. You know, especially with that defense on the Cardinals, one of the best defenses last year. They ranked first in defensive runs saved. I mean, that infield with Nolan Arenado, I mean, come on. You know, that's just really good. YouTube police. Gary is drawing attention from the Marlins and a few other teams. I wonder, you know, if I think the Marlins are a good fit because, hey, they could always use more bats. And with the New York Mets, or not New York Mets, it's almost bedtime, everyone. But with the Marlins, right now, or actually, I can also take a look here. Let's go here to the positional depth charts when it comes to projections for next year. I mean, the Marlins, they're ranked near the bottom. I mean, I know Gary Sanchez isn't a great catcher, but offensively, I mean, I think honestly, Gary Sanchez, move that guy to first. Move him to first. You know? I don't know, unless the Marlins feel like they can figure something out with him. I'm just saying, man. I think Gary Sanchez, make him a DH, first baseman. I don't know, man. I don't know. But Venezuela Mariners need Stroman. They definitely could use a starting pitcher. Definitely could use it. Terrence Vold, thank God the Jays signed Gausman. Hey, solid move. Can they get Robbie Ray too? Any new reports on the Rangers board, Andrew? Nope, not seeing anything on the Rangers except for looking like they're going after Corey Seager, Trevor Story pretty hard. So, D Mr. 3, if Max gets the same contract offer from the Mets and the Mariners, who does he choose? I don't know. I mean, well, first off, he's not going to get that contract offer from the Mariners, but like, I could see, would the Dodgers go crazy, you know, and like go, I don't know. I feel like the Dodgers, they're starting to want to start clearing some payroll. I think they went a little crazy on payroll last year. I think they want to start cutting some of it. So I wonder I don't think they go crazy for Scherzer. So, Braxton Grady, I think Kershaw would be a great fit for the Rangers. I think it'd be a great fit. Andrew Gwynn, I honestly think Kershaw could be a guy for the Rangers. I really think that. I think he could be an option. Bullpen arms, I mean, there's tons of guys out there. Could they get a Avisail Garcia? You know? I think that'd be a really good shutdown guy for them. I know. I mean, Matty Ice, could you imagine? Losing Seager, losing Kershaw, losing Scherzer. I mean... Dodgers fans just jumping off bridges left and right. But yeah, Jonathan Romero, I think you're onto something there. I think the Dodgers, they want to start getting more of their youth involved too. They have guys on big contracts. You know, they got star players there. I think they want to start getting some of these young guys in. So, hey, you know, Andy Grant Could the Jays bring back Donaldson? Maybe. Tyler Farina, Red Sox go out and get a second baseman, Baez, Taylor, or even Story. I mean, supposedly, hey, iTalk Studios, he actually had something earlier, I think I read, about hearing the Red Sox are meeting with Trevor Story tomorrow or Tuesday. I would not mind Trevor Story at all. As a Red Sox fan, I would love Trevor Story. I'll tell you that right now. I would love Trevor Story. I love that glove. I'm a big sucker for defense, but wouldn't mind that. But the Red Sox, I also wouldn't mind them getting Chris Taylor. I wouldn't mind them. I mean, hey, they love those versatile guys. So I think Chris Taylor would be a pretty good fit. Sarah Small, Goldschmidt, Arenado, O'Neill, Bader, Molina, Edmund. Hey, solid team for the Cardinals. Solid team. I think they have a good chance to make a run next year. Yeah, Dan, Dodgers have prospects that are ready. They do. They have some good guys. Andy Pages. I'm excited to see what he can do. Yeah, Andrew Gwynn. The Red Sox were in on Chris Taylor, and the Rangers were too. The Rangers, I feel like, are in on everyone. Yeah, YouTube police. I wonder if Bauer and the Dodgers end up parting ways somehow. I wonder if there's something in that contract to where they can part ways. I don't know if you're the Dodgers. I mean, I feel like you maybe want some starting pitching right now. You know, do you put up with Trevor Bauer and his antics? Machine Sugar. Yeah, I think the Cardinals could get him. Will they get him? I don't know. I wonder if they're really going to go after him all that hard. Maybe they'll kick the tires on Trevor Story. Yeah, Christopher Simons, I think so. I think the Rangers, yeah, you'll see them make a move. We'll be live again tomorrow night, everyone. We'll be live again tomorrow night. I get off tomorrow at 3:30 of work, so if anything happens at that point, I'll go live as soon as I can after that point. This is why, hey, everyone, next year, I plan on doing this full time. I am a teacher, if you don't know. I teach second grade, but I'm planning on doing this channel full time next year. I really want this channel to grow. I want it to turn into something. I want it to turn into a full-time job. So yeah, that's why, it'd be great tomorrow if I could just wake up, and if there was anything that happened tomorrow morning, I'd be able to go live right away. Unfortunately, I got my day job that I'm still worrying about. So, hey, Miles England, man, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hope Geiger, Robbie, how long are you going? I don't know. I think I'm just kind of buying some time right now. I think maybe we'll go another few minutes. Abraham Terry. Actually, Abraham, I'm actually in Florida. I used to live in Massachusetts. I lived in Worcester, Mass. Well, technically, I lived in Rutland, Massachusetts. But I always say Worcester because that's, the city that everyone kind of knows about, besides Boston. Hey, Seattle Town M's, what's going on? With all of these starting pitching signings and third base still open, I'm thinking Chapman, Manaea, or Bassett. Hey, would they trade in division? Jerry trades in division in Oakland, I think. Honestly, I think so. I think at that point, Oakland, they'll just go with the best offer. So could you maybe see something like that? That could be a pretty nice move. Chapman, Bassett. I'd be really nice for the Mariners, honestly. Tyler, Red Sox re-sign Schwarber? Yeah, why not? Let's do it. I would love that. Baseball Beast. Seager will be a Ranger by 5 p.m. tomorrow. Book it. I mean, not a bad idea if you ask me. It's my free agent predictions are looking so bad right now. I can't wait for all the comments saying, you didn't get any of these right. I said it in the beginning of the video. I said it. None of these predictions are going to be right. Predictions are predicting where Major League Baseball players are going to go. It's just so dumb. It's like, I like doing the videos. I think they're fun to do, but there's no way you're going to get any of them right. Maybe a couple. Hopefully I get at least one or two. But the whole idea of the free agent predictions video is I'm looking at teams that, that are good fits, for these players. I really look at it based on fit, and based off of maybe like some certain rumors. So yeah. YouTube police, Chris Taylor is going to pull the ultimate swerve, sign with the Royals. Could you imagine? There's going to be a team out there that would love to have Chris Taylor. Tyler, I don't think Iglesias comes back to the Red Sox. I don't think so. Maybe. At this point, I think they're probably just focused on other things. So, Damian, I don't know, man. The Blue Jays, would be a nice fit for Jose Ramirez, but I don't know, man. I don't think the Guardians give him up. I actually just said the Guardians. Wow. I did it. I said the Guardians. I didn't say the Cleveland Indians. I didn't say the Indians. Wow. That's crazy. Matty Ice, Rangers have Jack Leiter. They do have Jack Leiter. They do. Michael Hawk Twitter, what's going on? What is Mike Hawk tweeting? Is this the right Mike Hawk? That's not the right Mike Hawk. This isn't it. What is his name? Michael Hawk. That's not a real guy. No, it's not. Stop it. No. Absolutely. I'm so tired right now. Well, who the heck is this guy? Get out of here. Mike Hawk. Jesus. Oh, this is so funny. Why is this the first thing that I'm seeing? Oh, my God. Dude, that's so... Dude, Max Scherzer's such a psychopath, and it's just so funny. Oh, my God. What's going on with Corey Seager? He's trending. How does this take the... Talking Yanks, what are you talking about? How does this take the Rangers out of the market for Corey Seager? No, that doesn't take them out of the market. What? Why did they tweet this? That does not take them out of the market at all. Talking Yanks, what are you doing? You can just put Semien at second. And you can always put Seager at third too. That does not take them out of the... That does not take them out of the market. Is this a troll tweet? I wonder. If that's a serious tweet, that's not a very good one. I'll check one more time. For Max Scherzer. Anything on Scherzer? What is this?
500 times.
Probably quite a few times.
50 times?
More.
100 times?
More.
200 times?
More.
500 times?
Probably.
Oh, that's me.
Quite a few times.
And you guys have seen it live. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Nothing going on, everyone. Nothing going on. Is it me or does this jersey look too small on Max Scherzer? It looks too small. I feel like he's wearing like a kid's medium. I think this jersey needs to be a little bigger. All right, everyone. I think I'm going to get out of here. I'm trying to stay awake right now. I'm not seeing anything. I guarantee this is going to be official in 5 minutes. But Steve Cohen, angry Steve Cohen, is the best thing I've ever seen. If this ends up being the contract, if this ends up being the money, I'm just saying, this is insane. And I love it. I love it. Steven Matz, can you please make Steve Cohen more angry? Please. because it's the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Dylan K just subscribed. Thank you so much. Everyone, I think this is a fantastic move. If the Mets end up getting him, I know you're paying a lot of money, but it's Max Scherzer. In my opinion, I think it's the closest thing to Randy Johnson, that we've had, since Randy Johnson, a guy, in his late 30s who's still dominant, who's still at the top of his game. I think Max Scherzer, is he worth $42 million? No, but you're playing with the market. And when you're the Mets, you need starting pitching and you need a guy at the top of your rotation. You need guys in the rotation, period. I think you go do what it takes to go get the best starting pitcher on the market. I think that's what it comes down to. Steve Cohen, Steven Matz, and his agent, they made him a grumpy man. So he's going to go out there and go get Max Scherzer. You know what? I don't need Steven Matz. I don't need him. No, I don't need him at all. You know what? I'm going to go get Max Scherzer instead. So, hey, Steven Matz, go kick rocks. Go have fun with the St. Louis Cardinals. We're going to go get Max Scherzer. Sorry, I decided I don't want the sirloin steak. I don't want the sirloin. I want the ribeye. I want the New York strip. I'm going to go get Max Scherzer. So, hey, gotta love it. Honestly, if the Mets do this, I know a lot of people are going to be like, wow, are you kidding me? You know what? It's the market. If you want to go get the best guy out there, go blow him away. And I like it. I like it. Did we get to 600 likes? We got to 600 likes, everyone. We got to 600 likes. We gained about 300, maybe 250, 300 subscribers tonight. Owen, that is the most accurate thing I think I've ever read. Breaking news, free agent pitcher Max Scherzer is waiting for Robbie Hyde to end his stream so he will sign immediately. Max Scherzer, the psychopath that he is, could he be watching this stream right now? And as soon as I end it, he says, hey, Scott, pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Robbie just ended the stream. Just call him. Done deal. That's going to be hilarious, Scott. I guarantee it. Everyone, I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank you for joining me tonight. It's been an incredibly fun night. Hey, a historic night on the channel. This is one of the busiest streams that we've had during, since we've started this channel. Almost 800 people in the stream tonight. Super chats galore tonight. I want to thank you all for those. I'm very grateful for that. All of the new members that signed up, I am extremely grateful for that. Thank you so much. Everyone, if you can, hit the like button for me on the way out. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. Again, I'm just extremely grateful. An amazing night on the channel. One of our biggest streams of all time. As soon as I end this stream, Max Scherzer, he's going to sign, isn't he? Yeah, it's going to happen. I need sleep, though. I got to wake up in the morning. I'm working tomorrow. So, everyone, thank you so much. iTalk Studios, hey, man, thank you for all the hard work, man. Keep working that Twitter, man. You're doing great. Everyone, go follow iTalk Studios on his YouTube. It makes good stuff. Everyone, I'm going to get out of here. Max Scherzer will probably sign in about 5 minutes. So, everyone, have yourself a good night. I will be live tomorrow night. If anything happens earlier on, I get off work around 3:30 tomorrow. So if anything happens earlier on, I'll go live when it happens. But everyone, have yourself a good night. Have yourself a good day tomorrow. And I'll talk to you next time.